our financial director. Let's welcome all the victories with a round of applause. Parents, let us not worry about this rain. We are ready to train your children. Then why are you worried about the rain? So please have patience. Let us work for the success of this program, because the examination for Cornerstone starts from the days of Cornerstone. Like we are already blessed with the blessings of God, rain God. So once again, a grand applause to our celebrations. I welcome you all to SPARK 2022. Now it's the time to our my beloved principal of the campus, Mr. Inauguration, to address the gathering.
Thank you so much, sir. A big round of applause before we start. Good evening, Miriyaguda. Come on, give a loud, give a clap, everybody, all of you. Hope you're all fine, happy, and with some little worry whether we are going to continue forward or not. Definitely, with a grand round of applause, give all your hope out by clapping your hands. Every single personality on the evening. ఒకసారి లేద్దాం, ఎన్నిసార్లు వేస్తాం సార్? ఇంకొకసారి లేద్దాం. వర్షం గురించి కాదు, మన పిల్లలందరి గురించి, వాళ్ళ యొక్క భవిష్యత్తు గురించి, వాళ్ళపై ఉన్నటువంటి ఆశలు, కళలు ప్రతి ఒక్కటి నెరవేరాలి. దేవుడు ఇస్తున్న ఈ వర్షాన్ని పాజిటివ్ గా స్వీకరిద్దాం. Come on, all of us, please stand up. Give an ovation to every child of Cornerstone. Wow, ఇంకా గట్టిగా చెప్పట్లు. Raise all your hands.
It's your program, guys.
Thank you so very much, everybody. Thank you so much. Please be seated. Firstly, I just would like to love to and always loyal to my boss, big boss of Cornerstone, Mr. Jagan Singh Muragaru. Thank you so much, everybody. అలాగే మా వదిలి గారు, స్వాతి గారు, గట్టిగా చెప్పట్లు. వైస్ చైర్మన్ ఆఫ్ Cornerstone. And our beloved sister Chandrika garu, Financial Director of Cornerstone Group of Schools. I request our AOs to come forward with the bouquets to invite them. Bouquets. Sucharita, please help them.
Okay, na 5 minutes.
Our administrative officer, Mrs. Mrs. Vasavi today, representing as token of love and affection for Miriyaguda branch, to our beloved chairman, Jagan sir. I welcome you, Mrs. Vasavi there, to welcome.
Grand round of applause, everybody. Followed by Mrs. Gracie Madhulita to invite Swati ma'am on behalf of the team Cornerstone. Gatiga support everybody. Alage Chandrika ma'am ni ఆహ్వానించడానికి మరొకసారి వాసవి గారు ముందుకు రావాల్సిందిగా కోరుతున్నాం. And on this special evening, we just don't want to take much time of yours. Yes, I invite Mrs. Blessy Srujan, the administrative officer, to give the welcome address to the gathering.
A very good evening to the gathering. The day is about to end, but we, the Cornerstone, is beginning the foundation of life. Give a big round of applause. A very good evening to the respected dignitaries and aspiring parents and enthusiastic students. A very soothing and pleasant evening to one and all. I am Mrs. Blessy Srujan, standing here as the Administrative Officer for Cornerstone International School, CBSE Miryalguda. I firstly invite our tiny tots, the tender minds and plain hearts who are sitting in front of me and who have been waiting for the last few days to get into their respective classrooms, to go to their play zones and to meet their old friends and to make new buddies. We welcome all the sparkles of the night to keep sparkling and shining throughout not just today but to the end of their schooling. We welcome the dear parents who have been bestowed the best choice of choosing Cornerstone International School to their beloved. In this regard, we congratulate each parent on their right decision. Welcome on board, dear children, in fact, beloved kids. We take this opportunity to warmly welcome the dignitaries of the evening on spending your holiday evening with our lovely kids and electrifying them and giving them the encouragement and best wishes with your presence. Welcome to Cornerstone International School, Miryalguda. I take this opportunity as a pride and honor in inviting our team Cornerstone, starting from our chairman, the visionary Mr. Jagan sir, and Vice Chairman Mrs. Swati Jagan Garu, and Principal Sir Enoch Spurgeon Bob, and the dynamic academic head Aviz Baba Sir, and sweet non-academic head Shrikant Sir, our teaching staff and non-teaching staff. And I pray to God to shower, He's already showering the blessings, so the same should continue in the campus in all the lives of students. Again, I take this opportunity for inviting to SPARK2022. Thank you so much.
Right, thank you so very much, Blessy, on welcoming all of us and welcoming every single child to Cornerstone. Yes, definitely one definite thing is true that those are sitting right in front of us are eagerly waiting to get into the classrooms, not just to the classrooms but in the campus and to have fun. And this is the time to invite Mr. Satish, the dance master of Cornerstone, to come on to the dais for a special number. Satish, we welcome you on the dais. Give a big round of applause, everybody. Shall I? Are you going to join? Yes, come fast, come fast. No, let
ఓకే అండి నా కెమెరా తగ్గిపోతుంది ఇదేనా నేను పట్టుకుంటుంది
Mr. Satish has almost 1.5 years of experience in teaching students his choreography. He has a number of records in dance. I cannot explain as he has so many. I cannot explain you. It's already raining, so we'll have a performance by Satish, our choreographer of Cornerstone Group of International Schools.
యా మీకు తెలుసు చూసుకుంటే బాగుంటుంది. అన్న రానా
గట్టిగా ఒక్కసారి చప్పట్లు కొట్టేస్తే వర్షం తగ్గిపోతుంటే ఎవరో చెప్పారు నాకు. గట్టిగా చప్పట్లు కొట్టాలి. కమాన్. Yes. Thank you so very much, Satish. That's electrifying from here. And next, we would like to invite Mrs. Swasmi Uday garu to come forward
ఏమో తమ్ముడు
to give the introduction about Cornerstone.
ఓకే
Good evening, children,
అయ్యింది కదా.
parents, dignitaries, and beloved team Cornerstone. I am Mrs. Vasvi Udai, designated as Administrative Officer for Cornerstone International School, Vidyalgoda. Cornerstone, the name itself reflects the significance. Yes, we all have come across this wonderful and promising term, Cornerstone. Pure Cornerstone International Group of Schools, India, presenting before you the first ever CBSE school in Vidyalgoda, the biggest ever campus in Vidyalgoda, and matchless facilities provided with quality-oriented teaching and treatise. Cornerstone International School is a brainchild of our beloved Mr. Jagan Singapuram Garu, taking the inspiration from his grandfather, who was Eucaritan in his time. Stating the thought of serving education is what all he was driven by our Mr. Chairman. Cornerstone has a very intellectual and innovative team which is always striving for the better experience in schooling to this generation students, as today's students are tomorrow's citizens who are definitely going to be the part of building a nation. Cornerstone stands firm in delivering quality assured education with uncompromising efforts. We assure you the holistic approach, overall development of a child, hybrid education, 360 degrees learning, happy and healthy environment, leadership training, enhancement of communication skills, presentation skills, interpersonal skills, provided the best infrastructure. We're not just limited to the classroom, but we strongly believe that there's much more to learn in various areas of exploration possibilities given and driven towards.
Hereby, we create our campus innovative and pleasant in such a beautiful way that every single student of Cornerstone International School should love to walk every single time. We promised you the first ever campus with international standards, sports facilities and facilitations. We stand by it till date. We are glad to announce that we are on campus with a 200 meters athletic track, 125 plus meters of skating rink, basketball court with video flooring, clay tennis courts are already installed. And in the line, archery, cricket practice nets, volleyball courts, badminton courts, kabaddi, kho-kho and etc. We are hereby strongly saying once again that there would be no backstep in fulfilling our promises in terms of facilities and presentations. We thank you for all your trust and faith in giving your beloveds to Cornerstone, and we promise you that we will give the carved diamonds to you by the end of their schooling. Thank you so much for all your patience and zeal in taking time to attend this evening and making it so precious by your presence. We especially thank the dignitaries too on attending the evening. We wholeheartedly invite every single child a warm welcome to Cornerstone International School CBSE Miryalgoda. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, Vasaviji, for taking time. And I request parents to be at your seats. It's a request, please. We all are patiently waiting for a few more minutes to the conclusion of the program. So now, it's the time for me to introduce our very lovely team of Cornerstone. I just would like to introduce one by one. So, I suppose all our team members are ready to step on the dais and probably they dance for the evening, but not in the dance form that what we actually and regularly look at, but definitely going to deliver a few things that what they are going to do for your kid in the days to come. Towards this, I would want to invite in order onto the dais. Please don't stop clapping. Let's start clapping. Now, it's the time for Mr. Gordon Noel Jones, Divine Sir, onto the dais. Give a big round of applause. Please come with the instruments, sir. Give a big round of applause, everybody. Followed by Mr. Vidyasagar. Give a big round of applause, Sagar sir. Followed by Mr. Mohan sir. Jagan Mohan Reddy garu. Vijay sir. Mr. Srujan. Mr. Kalyan. It's time for our female staff. Mrs. Leslie Madhulata, Mrs. Vasavi, Miss Deepthi, Mrs. Sucharita, Mrs. Leelavati, Mrs. Kranti Kumari, and Mrs. Shilpa. We've already called Mr. Vidyasagar sir. Please join the party on the dais. We also invite Mr. Venkatesh, the calligraphy trainer. We also invite Mr. Satish, the choreographer who have just entertained us, onto the dais. Let's all give a big round of applause. We invite also the most important people of Cornerstone's inception at Miryalgoda, the marketing team on the dais. Give a big round of applause, led by Mr. Anwar, Veda, Kamala, Shravani, Swati, Saiti, Rachel. Please join the team of teachers, Srikanth, Shiva, and also Nazir. Where are you, Nazir? And we also invite Akash. We also invite Mr. Pawan. March fast. Come fast, guys. We'd like to have a photograph with the dignitaries on the dais. Mr. Chairman sir, Mrs. Swati ma'am and Chandrika ma'am, let's all have a photograph together with the team of Cornerstone firstly, then we will start the presentations. Let's all be in the single line, dear team. Let's all be in the single line. Let's be in half curve shape for the photograph.
బ్రదర్ ఇక్కడ ఒక్క నిమిషం ఇట్లా పట్టుకో ఇది 1 సెకండ్ ఇట్లా పట్టుకో స్క్రీన్లో గొడుగు తగ్గుతుంది Condition sir.
We request CHS Srinivas Garu, the CEO of UFI International Corporation, to join the dais. We welcome you, sir. Big round of applause, everybody. Whatever the design works that we are actually, branding works that we are actually witnessing on or off campus are designed by the personality, Mr. CHS Srinivas Garu, co-team member.
Okay sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you everybody.
ఒక్క నిమిషం
Right. It is time for us. I request all of you to be off the stage immediately at your places. Fine. It's time for Mr. Mohan sir to take the opportunity to start the evening what we have actually have planned for. Check. A fantastic game. The chairman Jagan sir and the principal Anup Spurgeon sir and the academic head Avis Baba sir and all the dignitaries on the stage, and also dear families and the beautiful and the wonderful children. Welcome to the Cornerstone. I'm Mr. Mohan. I'm very happy and delighted to work as your children's English academician and French language facilitator with 8 years of experience in teaching high school English. And this is the year for our children to shine brightly in my classroom. And also, I'm sure this year will be a wonderful, magical year for your children. And I can say that amazing growth for your little star in my classroom. So, thanks for choosing Cornerstone. And so we promise, we give you back your children, we give you back your child as you confidently entrusted to our care for all. And we give back with pounds heavier, months wiser, and also inches taller. And we promise you that we will give you a better care to our children, our Cornerstone, and thanks for choosing the Cornerstone. And also, I want to tell about the importance of the English. English language plays an essential role in our lives as it helps in communication. So that in our classrooms, we are going to concentrate on your children's communication skills. So thank you all the parents, and I thank each and everyone those who are on the stage and off the stage. Thank you. Thank you for the wonderful opportunity. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Thank you so very much. We'd like to call Mr. Vidyasagar Garu onto the dais immediately. Watch your feet, sir. It's our debate. Check. Check. Okay. Voice.
Good evening. Good evening, Cornerstone. I need a huge applause from your side. Please, please. If you put out your hands together, it can stop the rain. Worry. 1, 2, 3. Start. Come on. A pleasant and a resonating air to each and every heart here. First of all, my respect to our chairman, sir, S. Jagan, and potentate principal, Bob sir, and the most magnetic resonator, Avish Baba sir. Good evening, and welcome to our dignitaries. A good carpet of welcoming to all the parents. Actually, parents, hats off to you. Hats off. I need a applause for our parents. I need a applause for our parents. Yeah, it is not audible. Make a clap. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Parents, really. Fida. And the small kid or the little diamonds. Welcome to our Cornerstone. See here. The rain has respected us.
We got the blessings. We got the blessings.
Check. Here. Sagar sir.
Sorry for disturbance.
Ah,
See here, this is nature. Nature makes everything, right? I'm Mr. Kanagoju Vidyasagar, Faculty of Science.
okay na?
You can join your children here with a happy moment. Why? Because of simple and shortcut. I can give the supervision of our Cornerstone. How your child will be, right? Everyone are thinking that it is the right way to join my child in the Cornerstone. I give a clarity. Here, the skeleton of our Cornerstone is Jagan sir, and the total mapping function of the brain is by our Bob sir, and Baba sir, your nervous system sir. In this total campus, sir will reach every point, analyze everything in the tissue to the cell. And myself, I feel very proud that our staff are hard. They circulate the blood in the body. And our respiration system, administration system, and our kidneys, which filtered a lot in the Miryalaguda. That is marketing team. Huge claps to them. And I myself feel that I am the liver. I am going to start releasing the enzymes which makes your child to give more brightness. And the role what you should play to your children. Do you know clock? It gives the most valuable thing, that is time, to everyone. How to make the time sense in your child. Parents, be as like a cell or a battery to them. If you provide your chemical energy, they can rotate in the easy manner. Please love them, love your kids. And the final thing is our sports academy. You know how many muscles are there in the human body? 6, 3, 9. Your students, your children, body will be fitted here. So you can feel very proud that joining the student in the Cornerstone. Thank you a lot. Thank you a lot. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sagar sir. And he'll be followed by Mr. Vijay Kumar Garu onto the dais. Please, Vijay sir.
Good evening, everybody. My voice audible? No mic.
നമ്മൾ కొంచెం అంతే ఉంది అరే నిమిషాలు
Hello. Shall I continue? Good evening to Honorable Chairman, Vice Chairman, Financial Director, and our Chief Guest, none other than my Gurus, Dharampal Reddy Sir, Krishna Reddy Sir, and my elder brother, the Councillor of Sundarnagar, Sinana. Please welcome to the Cornerstone. Really, from the bottom of my heart, I convey thanks to Baba Sir and as well as Bob Sir, who worked hard to establish this school in Miryalguda. My dear friends and parents, I would like to say you one thing. The ABCD of the life. The ABCD of the life is in our life. A always tell that B and D is not in our hands. B and D are not in our hands. The birth and death is not in our hands. But the seed, the choice is in our hands. So here the choice comes from your heart. And at the same time, the choice which you choose starts with the C, that is Cornerstone. That is again the choice. The choice you made is Cornerstone, my dear friend. Really, today I am speaking in front of my Gurujis. Really, I feel proud and being here. And my dear friends, with a small illustration, I am going to explain you what the Cornerstone is going to do. What kind of education the Cornerstone is going to give your children. My dear friends, think that if this bottle is empty, what will be the value of this bottle? Think that if the bottle is empty, what would be the cost of this bottle? 2 rupees. If this water bottle is filled with water, this water bottle cost will be 20 rupees, my dear friends. And again, if the same bottle is filled with petrol, the cost of the value of the bottle rises to 100 rupees. And my dear parents, if the same bottle is filled with silver coins, the value of this bottle rises to thousands. And if the same bottle fills with the gold coins, then the bottle values rise to lakhs. And at the same time, if the same bottle is filled with the diamonds, the bottle value will rise us into millions. So my dear friends, the value is not for the container. The value is for the content which we use. The content, see that bottle is the same. The bottle remains the same. But the content which we fill develop the value. In the same way, the Cornerstone is going to add value to your children's education. Is going to add value to your children's future and for your dreams. I am Chhatrapati Vijay Kumar. I have totally 20 years of teaching experience, and I am the part of this Cornerstone as a social studies teacher. Earlier, I started my career as a primary teacher. From there, I worked as a principal, academic director, campus director, and I'm an author of a book. And at present, I'm a corporate trainer. Apart from this, I am proud to be work as a social studies teacher in the Cornerstone school. Really, they are working hard. In Telugulo ఒక్క మాట చెప్పగలుగుతా, ఇక రాబోయే రోజుల్లో పేరెంట్స్ మిర్యాలు కూడా ఏమని మాట్లాడుకుంటుంది అంటే, అరే బాబు మిర్యాలగూడలో ఎడ్యుకేషన్ సిస్టమ్ కార్నర్ కి ముందు, కార్నర్ కి తర్వాత, రియల్లీ ద చేంజ్ యు ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు సీ. The value we are going to add is wonderful. As a social studies teacher, I to add value to your children's life, your children's education, by giving them moral values, by giving them good behavior, by giving them the constitutional rules, abiding the constitution. And finally, I help every student, every professional to become good engineer, good teacher. The social studies subject supports and helps everyone to become good teacher, good doctor, good engineer. The good behavior comes from social studies. From the support of social studies, every person can become a good citizen. And really, by my students, I am going to add value to the nation. I am going.
గట్టిగా చప్పట్లు స్వాగతం పలుకుతూ గట్టిగా చప్పట్లతో ఆహ్వానిస్తూ
గౌరవనీయులైన చైర్మన్ గారు జగన్ గారు, గౌరవనీయులైన వైస్ చైర్మన్ స్వాతి జగన్ గారు, మరియు గౌరవనీయులైన ప్రిన్సిపల్ ఎన్ఎక్స్ బాబు గారు, మరియు అకాడమిక్ హెడ్ అబీజ్ బాబా గారు, మరియు నాన్ అకాడమిక్ హెడ్ శ్రీకాంత్ గారు, మరియు వేదిక మీద ఉన్న పెద్దలు ధర్మపాల్ రెడ్డి గారు, కృష్ణారెడ్డి గారు, మరియు ఇక్కడికి విచ్చేసిన విద్యార్థుల యొక్క తల్లిదండ్రులందరికీ కూడా ఈ కార్నర్ స్టోన్ ఇంటర్నేషనల్ పాఠశాల తరఫున శుభాభివందనాలు తెలియజేసుకుంటున్నాను. నా పేరు జగన్మోహన్ రెడ్డి, ఎంఏ తెలుగు పండిట్, కాకతీయ యూనివర్సిటీ క్యాంపస్ వరంగల్. మరి ముఖ్యంగా ఈ పాఠశాల యాజమాన్యం నాకు తెలుగు ఉపాధ్యాయుడిగా అవకాశం కల్పించి నియమించినందుకు మరొకసారి ప్రత్యేక ధన్యవాదాలు తెలియజేసుకుంటున్నాను వారికి. మాతృభాష చాలా అమోఘమైనది, అద్భుతమైనది, విశిష్టమైనది. ఈనాడు మాతృభాష పరభాష మోతులో పడి మాతృభాషను విస్మరిస్తున్నారు. మరి మాతృభాషను కాపాడుకోవాలి. సంస్కృత భాష నుండి మాతృభాష ఆవిర్భవించబడింది. మరి అలా సంస్కృత భాషలో ఎన్నో కావ్యాలు వెలిశాయి. రామాయణ మహాభారత కావ్యాలు, ఇతిహాస పురాణాలు ఎన్నో వెలిశాయి. మరి ఎందరో కొంత కవులు శ్రమించి తెలుగులోకి అనువాదం చేయడం వల్ల ఈనాడు ఆ రచనల ద్వారా నేటి సమాజానికి మానవతా విలువలు, నైతిక విలువలు, జీవన వికాసం తోడ్పడుతున్నవి. మరి ఇలాంటి విజయనగర సామ్రాజ్యాన్ని పరిపాలించినటువంటి కళా పోషకుడు శ్రీకృష్ణదేవరాయలు దేశ భాషలందు తెలుగు లెస్స అని గొప్పగా కీర్తించినాడు. దేశంలో ఎన్ని భాషలున్నా తెలుగు భాష చాలా గొప్పది. తెలుగు భాష గర్వించదగినది. తెలుగు మాతృభాష, అమ్మ భాష. ఈ అమ్మ భాషను కాపాడుకోవాలంటే పాలకులు, ప్రజలు దాన్ని రక్షించుకోవాలి. రెండు తెలుగు రాష్ట్రాల్లో ఈనాడు తెలుగు భాష అధికార భాషా సంఘం సభ్యులు తెలుగు భాష అభివృద్ధికి ఎంతో దోహదం చేయాలి. తెలుగు భాష విశిష్టత చాలా గొప్పది. కాబట్టి తెలుగు కోసం ఎంతో మంది కవులు రచన చేశారు. వాళ్ళు గిడుగు రామూర్తి పంతులు గారు, కొమ్మరాజు లక్ష్మణరావు గారు ఏమన్నారంటే, తెలుగు భాష తల్లిపాల వంటిది, పరభాష పోతపాల వంటిది. తల్లిపాలు తాగినోడు మంచిగా అభివృద్ధి చెందుతాడు, పోతపాలు తాగినోడు బక్కచిక్కిపోతాడు. కాబట్టి తెలుగు భాషను నేర్చుకొని తెలుగు భాషలో విద్యను అభ్యసిస్తే ఆ విద్యార్థి పరిపూర్ణ జ్ఞానుడు కాగలడు. విద్యార్థి సంపూర్ణ వికాసం. ఈనాడు గ్రూప్ 1, గ్రూప్ 2 సివిల్ సర్వీసులో ఇంజనీరింగ్ చేసిన విద్యార్థులు సైతం తెలుగు ఆస్తులుగా ఎంచుకొని విజయ పరంపర కొనసాగించి ఉన్నత ఉద్యోగాలు సాధిస్తున్నారు. అంటే తెలుగు గొప్పతనం ఎంతో మనం గర్వించాలి. మరి ఈనాడు ప్రపంచ మహాసభల్లో అమెరికా పాశ్చాత్య దేశాల్లో తెలుగు యొక్క విశిష్టతను కొనియాడుతున్నారు. తెలంగాణ సంస్కృతి వైభవాన్ని, తెలంగాణ యాస భాష నుడికారాన్ని ఈనాడు కొనియాడుతున్నారు. అంటే ఇతర దేశాల్లో కూడా మన తెలుగు వైభవం ఎంతో గర్విస్తున్నారంటే మన రాష్ట్రంలో రెండు తెలుగు రాష్ట్రాల్లో ఉన్నవారు ఎందుకు గర్వించలేరు? దాన్ని కాపాడుకోవాలి. మరి భాష అనగానే భాషించున్నది ఒక సంస్కారవంతమైన మాట, మనిషికి అలంకారం ఉంటుంది. మరి విద్యార్థులకు పట్టణాభిలాష పెంపొందించాలి. తరగతి గదిలో పాఠ్యాంశంతో పాటు ఆదర్శ పఠనం ద్వారా పఠనాభిలాష చేయాలి. వారిలో భాషా నైపుణ్యాన్ని వెలుగు తీయాలి. మరి భాషా నైపుణ్యం వెలుగు తీయాలంటే వారిలో పదాంశాలు, భాషాంశాలు, వ్యాకరణాంశాలు, కావ్యాలు మొదలగు రచనల ద్వారా, ప్రశ్నించే పద్ధతి ద్వారా, ఆలోచించే పద్ధతి ద్వారా, ప్రత్యక్ష పద్ధతి ద్వారా వారిని ఉత్తములుగా తీర్చిదిద్దవచ్చు. వారిపై ప్రత్యేక శ్రద్ధాసక్తులతోటి కొంతమంది వెనుకబడ్డ పిల్లలను ప్రత్యేక శ్రద్ధ చూపి వారికి అర్థమయ్యే రీతిలో వారికి ప్రత్యేక తరగతుల ద్వారా విద్యార్థులను ఉత్తమ పౌరులుగా ఉత్తమ విద్యను అందించి ప్రాథమిక దశలోనే విద్యార్థులకు మానవతా విలువలు, నైతిక విలువలు పెంపొందించాలి. మరి తల్లిదండ్రుల పట్ల ఏ విధంగా మెలగాలి, తోటి విద్యార్థుల పట్ల ప్రేమగా మెలగాలి. అది సత్యము, ధర్మము అనేది ఏంది అని పిల్లలకు చిన్నతనం నుంచే నేర్పినట్లయితే మహోన్నత గొప్ప వీరులుగా తయారవుతారు. వారే దేశోత్తారకులు, వారే భావి పౌరులుగా తయారవుతారు. మీరు సభాముఖంగా ఈ విధంగా తెలియజేస్తున్న ఈ అవకాశం ఇచ్చిన పాఠశాల యజమాని గారికి ప్రత్యేక ధన్యవాదాలు తెలుపుకుంటూ నా చిన్న ఉపన్యాసం ముగిస్తున్నాను.
చాలా చాలా అద్భుతంగా మమ్మల్ని అందరినీ ఎలక్ట్రిఫై చేసేలా మాట్లాడి గట్టిగా ఒకసారి చెప్పట్లు ప్లీజ్ ఎవ్రీబడీ. ఒక్కొక్కరు మాట్లాడుతుంటే వర్షం కొంచెం తగ్గిపోతుంది. లెట్స్ బి విత్ ద సేమ్ పేషెన్స్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ us. It's the time to invite క్రాంతి కుమారి గారు onto the stage. మా హిందీ ఉపాధ్యాయుని గారు, ప్లీజ్ వెల్కమ్ onto the stage with a grand round of applause everybody.
ఒక్క సెకండ్ ఇది పట్టుకోవాలి.
नमस्कार माननीय महोदय, प्रधान अध्यापक, अभिभावक, मेरे प्यारे बच्चों, सभी को शुभ संध्या काल। हिंदी हमारी राष्ट्रभाषा और राजभाषा है। भारत के अलग अलग प्रांतों से अलग अलग भाषा भी बोली जाती है। हमें भारत के सभी भाषाओं से जुड़ने के लिए एक भाषा की आवश्यकता होती है। सारे भारतवासी जानते हैं कि वही भाषा हिंदी है। हिंदी भाषा का कौशल 4 मांगे बांटा गया है: सुनने का कौशल, बोलने का कौशल, पढ़ने का कौशल, सुनने का कौशल। बच्चों को अनुकरण विधि का प्रयोग द्वारा एक बालक पढ़ना, लिखना और अच्छे से उच्चारण करना, एक बालक नवीन रचनाएं करना सिखाता है। बच्चों को भाषा कौशल यानी सुनना, बोलना, पढ़ना, लिखना, ये 4 कौशल को विकसित करने का प्रयास करूंगी। छात्रों में सुंदर ढंग से लिखने का प्रयास करूंगी। बच्चे में अनुशासन करने का प्रयास करूंगी। मुझे यह अवसर देने के लिए धन्यवाद। हिंदू देश के निवासी सभी जन एक है, रंग रूप वेश भाषा चाहे अनेक है। हिंदू देश के निवासी सभी जन एक है, रंग रूप वेश भाषा चाहे अनेक है। बेला गुलाब जूही चंपा चमेली, बेला गुलाब जूही चंपा चमेली, प्यारे प्यारे फूल बूते माला में एक है, प्यारे प्यारे फूल बूते माला में एक है। हिंदू देश के निवासी सभी जन एक है, रंग रूप वेश भाषा चाहे अनेक है। कोयल की कुकुनारी पपीहर की टेर प्यारी, कोयल की कुकुनारी पपीहर की टेर प्यारी, गाता ना बुलबुल राग मगर एक है। हिंदू देश के निवासी सभी जन एक है, रंग रूप वेश भाषा चाहे अनेक है। धन्यवाद।
Wow, I have heard wow from the group of parents. ఒక్కసారిగా అందరూ కలిసి చప్పట్లు కొడితే she would feel very very happy. Probably this is the very first time I suppose she has come on the dais. Thank you Andy, thank you so very much. Followed by the welcome song of the evening, led by our very beloved Mr. Gordon Noel Divine Jones sir and Mr. Mark sir. We welcome all the staff members to come on to the dais for the welcome song. I request, and this is to remind you once more that of course this is supposed to be the first thing of the evening, but so far with the weather we would want to thought of winding up quickly, so we went directly into the presentations of the teachers as we have promised earlier. We have been witnessing the miracles every moment, every minute. So the rain has actually come down as shower and now stopped almost. Now is the time for our team Cornerstone to take part in the welcome song. I request Mr. Gordon sir to join the dais, and I also request all the team members on the dais. One more part.
Dear parents, this was the welcome song to welcome you at the inception of this program, but it was not successful because of the weather. But now, once again, welcome to the next part of the program. The volume 1 is over. We have 3 volumes. Volume 1 is over.
Come on, let's get into the part 2 of the evening SPARK2022.
దీన్ని నాకు ట్యాగ్ చేయి, నాకు ట్యాగ్ చేయి, నా పేరు
We are glad because of you. We greet and welcome you. We welcome you.
that because of you. And so we are here to tell you, we greet and welcome you. We welcome you, we welcome you, we welcome you. We welcome you.
Yo! This song looks like simple, but every success will start with a simple step. A great brand welcome from the brand Cornerstone. Vijayawada.
Yes, let's go with the second song.
Come on, everybody! Give a big applause!
We're on our way to CSI. We shall not be moved. We're on our way to CSI. We shall not be moved. Just like a tree that's planted by the waterside. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. Just like a tree that's planted by the waterside. We shall not be moved. We are teachers together. We shall not be moved. We are teachers together. We shall not be moved. Just like a tree that's planted by the waterside. We shall not be moved. We are on our way to celebrate. We shall not be moved. We are on our way to celebrate. We shall not be moved. Just like a tree that's planted by the waterside. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. We shall not be moved. Just like a tree that's planted by the waterside. We shall not be moved.
That's the reason that I do not move or losers. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Almighty. Thank you, Rain God, for blessing us with a wonderful ending.
Really, we are blessed.
My boss in action now. My boss, our boss, in fact, is in action now with us.
Thank you. It's just a teaser. Imagine how the trailer would be, how the movie would be. మీరే చూస్తారు మీ పిల్లలు ఎలా ఎంజాయ్ చేస్తారు, ఎలా చేంజ్ అవుతారు అనేది. వీఆర్ నాట్ గోయింగ్ టు టీచ్ యూ అకార్డింగ్ టు ద సిలబస్. ఇలా పాటలతో కూడా మేము నేర్పిస్తామండి. దిస్ ఈజ్ వాట్ కార్నర్స్టోన్ ఇస్. థ్యాంక్ యూ.
And it's the time for Sujan sir to give his valuable words on the evening as the faculty of ICT. Please continue.
Check. Dear parents, we seriously love your patience. We appreciate you for every single minute that you are spending for your ward. Of course, we are definitely the assurance for your wards. Days to come, years to come, and definitely the future to come. We request each of you very sincerely to be back into your chairs for a few more minutes. Let's all have together a wonderful feast on this evening together. We request all the dear moms, dear fathers to be back to the seats. Please be sitting, and I request the team Cornerstone to come forward and sit in the front row. All the front row warriors also, please join, please be seated. Give a big round of applause, everybody. It's time for Mr. Srijan.
A fantastic evening to our great, the big boss, our chairman sir, Jagan Garu, and the best and attractive personality, the principal of Cornerstone, Miryalaguda, Inauguration Bob Sir Garu, and the dynamic personality of academic head, Navesh Baba Garu, and the strong and the example of fitness, our non-academic head, Srikant Garu. A very fantastic evening to all the famous personalities of Miryalaguda and the campus management. I am Sujan Kumar Cherpelli. I'm the ICT faculty, ICT Information and Communication Technology, and the computer faculty. So, as an ICT faculty, I feel proud to teach, to talk about my subject. So every people in this society become a consumer to the ICT. So there are a lot more things to tell about ICT, but I'm making it simple and short. So computer, COMPUTER, common operating machine, purposely used for educationally training. And here we are train the children not only into the subject, not only into the syllabus. Our Cornerstone has a set of few goals and plans with your children to motivate them, educate them, to take the decision for them. And here I can assure and challenge you that your children will be changed at the end of the academic year, and this will be the competition to the other educational institutions so that they can pluck out. And again, myself, Sujan Kumar Cherpelli, ICT faculty, signing off.
Thank you so much, Sujan. That was impressive from your end, and thank you so very much. ఒక్కసారి చప్పట్లు వినాలనిపిస్తుంది నాకు. కొన్ని కాదు, అన్ని, ఇంకా అన్ని, మరిన్ని గట్టిగా. Once more. Thank you so very much. It's time for the physical education team, Mr. Kalyan and Mrs. Sucharita, onto the dais, please. With a grand round of applause, everybody.
Good evening, everybody. Myself. Good evening, everybody. I respected Honorable Chairman, Mr. Jagan sir, and Dharmapal Reddy sir, and my principal, Inauguration Bob sir, and academic head Navesh Baba sir, and non-academic head Srikant sir, and my dear parents and my dear lovely kids, all of you, welcome to Cornerstone International School.
physical education trainer. I thanking you, Mr. Inauguration Bob sir, and specially thanks to Mr. Chairman sir. Thank you sir. Thanks for the opportunity. And last, I am promise to you, your child is my priority. Continue with Kalyan sir.
Good evening, everybody. Respected Chairman sir, Vice Chairman Madam, and our guest, Krishna Reddy sir, Dharmapal Reddy sir, and Principal sir, and Academic Head, Baba sir, Non-Academic Head, and my colleagues, my dear parents. Last but not the least, my dear kids, welcome you to all Cornerstone International School. I am Kalyan Masari. I am appointed as Physical Education Trainer, Cornerstone International School. I have 8 years experience in physical education. I am saying just one thing. Nowadays, physical education is most important in human life, especially after pandemic situation. So that our school gives equal opportunity in the physical education. So I will not say anything, but just check your children now, then check at the annual day of our school. Then you will definitely know, I am promising you, what we tell, what we teach, and what we train. Just think. Understood? All of you, thank you so much.
Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. That's wonderful. Big round of applause to both of them. And followed by Shilpa Garu on the dice. Parents, we are going to wind up within few minutes, very few minutes. Please be with definite patience. The weather is almost settled, and let's be with the spirits.
అందరికీ శుభ సాయంత్రం. ఇక్కడికి విచ్చేసిన ముఖ్యమైన అతిథులకు, గౌరవనీయులైన ప్రిన్సిపల్ గారికి, నా అకాడమిక్ హెడ్ గారికి, నాన్ అకాడమిక్ హెడ్ గారికి, తల్లిదండ్రులకు, నా ఉద్యోగులకు నా హృదయపూర్వక నమస్కారములు. నా పేరు శిల్ప. నేను కార్నర్స్టోన్ ఇంటర్నేషనల్ స్కూల్లో ప్రాథమిక విభాగంలో తెలుగు ఉపాధ్యాయురాలుగా నియమింపబడ్డాను. తెలుగు భాష మన మాతృభాష. తెలుగు భాష యొక్క గొప్పదనాన్ని మనం ఇంకా నేర్చుకోవాలి. కానీ తెలుగును మనం ఎందుకు మర్చిపోతున్నాం? తెలుగు భాష గొప్పదనాన్ని ఎందుకు తెలుసుకోలేకపోతున్నాం? తెలుగు యొక్క మాధుర్యం, గొప్పతనం ఎందుకు మర్చిపోతున్నాం? తెలుగు భాష పూర్వం 2400 సంవత్సరాల క్రితమే ద్రావిడ భాషగా ఆవిర్భవించింది. భారతదేశంలో మన తెలుగు భాష 3వ స్థానంలో ఉంది. ప్రపంచంలోనే 16వ స్థానంలో ఉంది. అలాంటి మన తెలుగు భాష యొక్క గొప్పదనాన్ని ఎందుకు మర్చిపోతున్నాం? పరభాషా జ్ఞానాన్ని పెంచుకోవాలే కానీ తెలుగు భాష యొక్క గొప్పదనాన్ని మర్చిపోకూడదు. అలాంటి తెలుగు భాషను మనం గౌరవిస్తూ ఆదరించాలని అందరికీ విన్నవించుకుంటున్నాను. నాకు ఇంత మంచి అవకాశం ఇచ్చిన పెద్దలకు ధన్యవాదాలు తెలుపుకుంటూ సెలవు తీసుకుంటున్నాను.
Thank you so very much, Ma. Thank you so very much. Yes, we request the parents to be staying back at your seats for few more minutes. We are supposed to cooperate each other as we have been awaiting for the day. Very long time. We request your patience. We sincerely thank for all the time that you're spending at our campus, our all campus. And it's the time Mrs. Leelavati to step onto the dais to deliver her presentation. We request all the parents to be back to your seats. We request you sincerely to spend the time in listening to all our staff members. The purpose that we have already, we all gathered is to listen to each and every teacher of our students. It's the time for Leelavati.
Good evening, one and all. A warm welcome to the Honorable Chief Guest, our Chairman Sir, our Principal Sir, Academic Head, Non-Academic Head, all the parents here and my dear students. I am Mrs. Leelavati and I am the pre-primary teacher for your cute little ones. All the parents who are sitting here in front of me will aspire their child to become a unique, successful personality among the others. In our Cornerstone International School, pre-primary plays an important role which helps in making their future bright and beautiful. For this, the foundation must be very strong. So our Cornerstone plays an important role which making their life bright. It's my responsibility to identify the key areas of their development and to focus on teaching through various techniques like role play, gameplay, classes outside the classrooms, DIYs, etc. I wish a very good luck to all the future shining stars. Thank you very much for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Leelavati. Give her a big round of applause once more. It's the time for Rachel Shobita to be marching on the dais. Please come fast. We are going to wind up within few minutes in the day, in the next probably 30 minutes around.
Good evening to all of you. Honorable Chief Guest, Chairman Sir, Vice Chairperson Ma'am, Academic Head Sir, Non-Academic Head Sir, and my colleagues, and a very warm welcome to our parents and the beloved students on the behalf of Cornerstone International School. I am Rachel Shobita, the pre-primary school teacher. I am MSc graduate from Chennai. I treat my students with whole patience, love and care. I teach them in a creative and fun methods of learning like storytelling, songs, activities, etc. I also help my students in developing their future and character development. As parents are the first teachers for every child, parents are also reinforce learning and become an active partners in educational process. As teaching is a lifelong learning process, I always keep learning, becoming inspired and become inspired. Thank you everyone.
Sure. Thank you, Ma. Thank you, Rachel. And it's time for our first phase of Cornerstone. Miss Deepthi onto the dice. Please come forward.
Good evening to the Honorable Chief Guest, Jagan Sir, to the Principal of the Cornerstone International School, Enoch Persian Bob Sir, to the Academic Head Sir, Aves Baba Sir, and to the Non-Academic Head Srikant Sir, and the gathering. I am Miss Deepthi, working here as a front office executive. It is a great experience to the welcoming you and addressing all your queries. I feel this is a privilege and honor to stand front of the Cornerstone institution. This is the say to this cheerful heart. Thank you so much for amazing opportunity.
Thank you, Dipti. Yes. We have Mr. Venkatesh. May we have you on the dais once? Mr. Venkatesh, sir. Yeah, he is the calligraphy trainer for Cornerstone International School, Miryalaguda, for all the classes, all the classes. Give a big round of applause. We welcome you. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for joining us. And nextly, followed by, is the time for the learned head of Cornerstone, an international personality, an Australia written, and our very beloved Mr. Gordon Noel Divine Jones, sir, onto the dais, please. He is serving the children of all ages, especially the tiny tots, the young minds, since last 4.5 decades, 45 years of experience personality. ఒక్కసారి అందరం గట్టిగా చెప్పట్లేదు. Give a big round of applause to Mr. Gordon Divine Jones, sir. He is also here as music teacher to all our children and also the trainer for pre-primary students and teachers, in fact. It's the time for Divine Jones, sir, to speak few words.
Good evening, everybody. Especially the dignitaries sitting on the dais for today's program. I'm not going to give a very long speech. I'm here just to tell you what I'm going to do for you. The thing is that we are in the line of music for the past 45 years, and we have been training children right from nursery to 8th class. But our syllabus is only till 5th class in CBSE schools. So we concentrate only on the CBSE standard of schools. And that's why today I'm standing in front of you, and I'm happy to be a part of Cornerstone International School. Thank you, sir, for giving me this opportunity. And apart from that, we also do a lot of school arrangements where there is torch lighting, all games and sports, scoreboard, and everything that has got to do with education. We are there and ready to help and give a helping hand and see that every student benefits from what we are going to teach them in the near future. I thank all you parents who have been so patient with us, and you have kept your time with us this evening. I thank you all for your patience. Once again, I thank you all. God bless you.
Thank you so very much, sir. Big round of applause, everybody. Yes, and he is followed by the trainers of pre-primary. Firstly, Mrs. Blessy Madhulata Garu to come forward and share the approaches towards the children.
Good evening to the dignitaries on the dais and the beloved parents. Before I talk about pre-primary practices, I would love to appreciate all the parents who are at the dining area because they are concerned about their kids. The same way we are also concerned about all the students who have taken the admission in the Cornerstone. And I am Mrs. Madhulata Blessy, standing here as a communication trainer for the Cornerstone International School, Miryalguda. Now, I want to talk the truth about communication. During my, the conversation with all the parents are carrying a myth about communication. They feel if the child speaks English, that is a communication. But to make it clear from my part or my point, my end, speaking English is not a true communication. English is just a language, but communication involves one important thing, that is the soft skills. Soft skills is all about having mental balance, that is emotional intelligence in the speech, and having the right vocabulary and knowing the point where to pause and where to start. And one of the important aspect, that is having empathy, not the sympathy. So empathy is thinking from other point of views. And there are three types of communications. One is verbal communication, and the second is non-verbal communication, and the third is visual communication. Me holding 7 years of experience into training and developing the students and the staff. So I am a certified trainer from Middle Earth, Hyderabad. So would take this as an honor and privilege and also the ownership of all your students to make them sparks and the cornerstone of their own personal life. Thank you so much for trusting Cornerstone Miryalguda and taking the admissions and also having a lot of patience at this time. And thank you so much for standing as the beginners and the foundation for life. Thank you so much.
Thank you so very much, Blessy. Give a big round of applause for Blessy Garu once again. And it's time for Mrs. Vasavi Uday Garu to come forward and share her approach towards pre-primary segment as a trainer.
Good evening, everybody. I welcome all the dignitaries on the dais and my dear parents. I'm very happy and more than grateful to stand here and address you. I am Mrs. Vasavi Uday, an administrative officer and a preschool trainer. I'd like to share a few lines about early childhood education. What a child experiences in his early years have a lasting impact on his brain development. You may have known this, but by the time a child reaches the age of 3, 85% of the brain capacity has already developed. So, as a parent and educators, investing on early childhood education from birth till 6.
ఓకేనా
Sorry for the interruption.
So, the decision of a parent or educator investing on early childhood education from birth till 6 would be probably the best decision we ever make. Not only your child thank you for it, but as a parent, you're also experienced turning your ward into an emotionally strong individual, well-balanced social skills and a constant thirst of knowledge by your child. So, what an early childhood education teach actually? We train reading, writing, numeracy, rhymes, follows. But what we train specially in our school are social skills, interactive sessions, well-balanced emotions, languages, and creativeness towards your child. What is important in early childhood education? Not reading, not writing, but the way they communicate to the acquaintance, friends, family, and all the others. So we start training our children as Cornerstone International School to the standards, the way they communicate to every single personality they meet in their lives. So, when we start training communication to early child who walks into the school, there would not be a fear of talking to acquainted or stage fear or any address. So, when we start teaching our children about communication, we also start preparing the child to face the society emotionally strong with all the language and creativeness. The 5 major principles underlying in Montessori trainings, which is referred as preschool training, is the respect of a child. It's a major underlying Montessori teaching. Observant minds, sensitive periods, auto-education, and prepared environment. We make sure this happens in our preschool trainings with interactive and participative methods, where teachers teach in fun way and interactive students method. So all the students listen and learn through the fun way as they involve in each and every activity a teacher teach to them. So I would like to conclude these lines by thanking each and everyone who have taken their time to participate in this program and add a bag of memories to us. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Asri Garu. Thank you so very much. Akhil, may we expect the lighting immediately? Because it's time for the dignitary of the evening to deliver. We request the parents, those who have actually enjoyed the dinner of the evening, to be back to your seats. We are sure you'll definitely enjoy the evening with everything that is from the dais, and of course off the dais. That is just nothing but the sumptuous dinner of the evening. We request you to be back to your seats once you are full with your stomachs and filling yourself with energy. We are going to listen to a few more dignitaries of the evening. Please don't get bored as if we are just going up with the talk for the day. But the talk that we are talking today is the entire act that we are going to be doing for the coming years of Miryalguda's history. We definitely assure you from this dais without any second thought, and we assure every single day the best quality to be served to you, to every children on this evening. It's time for our special invitee, Mr. Dharmapal Reddy Garu, to come forward and extend his greetings on this evening.
Cornerstone International School Chairman Jagan Garu,
శాంతినికేతన్ డిగ్రీ అండ్ పీజీ కాలేజ్ ప్రిన్సిపల్ కృష్ణారెడ్డి గారు, కౌన్సిలర్ మిత్రుడు శ్రీనివాస్ గారు, ప్రిన్సిపల్ వినోద్ గారు, అకాడమిక్ డైరెక్టర్ బాబా గారు, మిగతా టీచింగ్ అండ్ నాన్సింగ్ స్టాఫ్, ఇక్కడికి వచ్చేసినటువంటి మిరియాలు కూడా పిల్లల పేరెంట్స్ అందరికి కూడా ఈ గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్. మొదటగా నేను ఒక విషయాన్ని జగన్ గారితో మాట్లాడిన విషయాన్ని మీకు చెప్పదలుచుకున్నాను. ఏంటంటే ఈ స్కూల్ స్టార్ట్ అయ్యే ముందు 3-4 టైమ్స్ మేము మీట్ అయ్యాం, కృష్ణారెడ్డి గారు, మేము, జగన్. అతనికి ఈ స్కూల్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ మీద ఉన్న పట్టు, అతనికి ఉన్న ఆశయాలు, అతనికి పిల్లలకు మంచి భవిష్యత్తును కలిగించాలనే బలమైన కోరిక, ముందు ఒక విజన్ మాత్రం చాలా సంపూర్ణంగా ఉన్నాయి. దాన్ని బట్టి ఇక్కడ ఉన్న ప్రిన్సిపల్ వినోద్ గారైనా బాబా గారైనా వాళ్ళకు చాలా అవగాహనతో ఈ పిల్లలకు మంచి నేర్పించాలనే, మంచి విద్యార్థులను తయారు చేయాలనే ఉద్దేశంతో వాళ్ళు ఇక్కడికి రావడం జరిగింది. ముఖ్యంగా మీకు చెప్పదలుచుకునేది ఏంటంటే, మిరియాల కూడా పేరెంట్స్ మీ పిల్లల్ని కనుక ఇళ్ళ చేర్పించినట్లయితే వారికి మంచి భవిష్యత్తును ఇవ్వగలుగుతారని, సంపూర్ణమైన వాళ్ళ ఆశయంతో వాళ్ళు ఇక్కడ పనిచేస్తున్నారని చెబుతూ మీ పిల్లలకు మంచి న్యాయం చేకూర్చే ఒక నాణ్యమైన విద్యను బోధిస్తారని తెలియజేస్తూ ఈ అవకాశం ఇచ్చిన మిత్రులకు ధన్యవాదాలు.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్. మీ ఎంకరేజ్మెంటే ఈరోజు మేము ఈ విధంగా ధైర్యంగా నిలబడటానికి, ముఖ్యంగా మీ క్యాంపస్లో ఈ విధంగా పేరెంట్స్కి అష్యూరెన్స్ ఇవ్వడానికి మీరు ఇచ్చినటువంటి ధైర్యం, సహకారం, థ్యాంక్ యూ సో వెరీ మచ్. అండ్ ఇట్స్ ద టైమ్ ఫర్ ది వెరీ వెల్ నోన్ పర్సనాలిటీ ఆఫ్ మిర్యాలగూడ టు ద బెస్ట్ నాలెడ్జ్ ఆఫ్ అవర్స్. మేము తెలుసుకున్నంత వరకు అయితే మోర్ దాన్ హాఫ్ ఆఫ్ మిర్యాలగూడ ఈజ్ graduated under the leadership of Krishnareddy Garu, the principal of Shangriketan Degree College, and of course both the dignitaries of the evening, Dharmapal Reddy sir and Krishnareddy Garu, both of them are the pillars of the campus that where we are sitting. Give a big round of applause. And it's time for them to speak.
Thank you, Vinod Garu. సో ఈనాటి సమావేశంలో ఇంగ్లీష్ బదులు తెలుగు మాట్లాడాలనుకుంటున్నాను. ముఖ్యంగా డిన్నర్ చేస్తున్న పేరెంట్స్ ఇటువైపు దృష్టి పెట్టాలి. డిన్నర్ చేస్తున్న పేరెంట్స్ వింటేనే ఈ మీటింగ్ సార్థకత. కార్నర్ స్టోన్ ఇంటర్నేషనల్ స్కూల్ చైర్మన్ జగన్ సార్ గారు, మరియు ప్రిన్సిపల్, వైస్ ప్రిన్సిపల్ అండ్ అకాడమిక్ హెడ్స్ ధర్మపాల్ రెడ్డి గారు, మరియు మన వార్డ్ కౌన్సిలర్ శ్రీనివాస్ గారు, ఫ్యాకల్టీ మెంబర్స్, పేరెంట్స్, స్టూడెంట్స్ అందరికీ గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్. ఈ సందర్భంగా ముఖ్యంగా పేరెంట్స్ గమనించాల్సింది, మనం ఇంటర్నేషనల్ స్కూల్ ఫ్లేవర్ ఎలా ఉంటుందో ఈ లాస్ట్ 1 అవర్ నుంచి గమనిస్తే డెఫినెట్గా చేంజ్ మనకు అర్థమవుతుంది. నేను గత 35 సంవత్సరాల నుంచి మిర్యాలగూడెంలో వివిధ విద్యా సంస్థలను నడుపుతూ చూశాను. కానీ ఇంటర్నేషనల్ స్టాండర్డ్ అంటే డెఫినెట్గా కార్నర్ స్టోన్ స్కూల్ మెయింటైన్ చేస్తుంది. ముఖ్యంగా గమనించాల్సిన పేరెంట్స్ కానీ, విద్యార్థులు కానీ, ఈ యాజమాన్యం కానీ, ఈ టీచర్స్ కానీ మన క్యాంపస్లో ఉండడం మన అదృష్టం. డెఫినెట్గా రాబోయే తరాలకు మనం ఒక అదృష్టం. ఇది ఒక మంచి ఆపర్చునిటీ. మిర్యాలగూడ లాంటి టౌన్లో, గ్రోయింగ్ టౌన్లో ఖచ్చితంగా అవసరం. మరి మన మిర్యాలగూడ అవసరాలను ఈ స్కూల్ డెఫినెట్గా తీరుస్తుంది. ఫ్యాకల్టీ టాలెంట్కి మాత్రం డెఫినెట్గా నేను 100కు 100 మార్కులు ఇస్తాను. అది పేరెంట్స్ అంతా కూడా రిసీవ్ చేసుకోవాలి. పేరెంట్స్ అంతా కూడా, డిన్నర్ చేస్తున్న పేరెంట్స్ ముఖ్యంగా నా రిక్వెస్ట్, ఆల్ ఆఫ్ యూ రిసీవ్ మై వర్డ్స్. the faculty what we tested on the days, definitely the best faculty in Miryalaguda. You cannot get anywhere in any school in Miryalaguda, and I appreciate Jagan sir and their team to appoint such a wonderful faculty. That faculty words of say what I learned, what I listened, what I followed, social studies, Telugu, Hindi and some pre-primary, they are wonderful in their areas. Definitely they can impart wonderful subject to the kids. There is no doubt. వాళ్ళు స్టేజ్ మీదనే ఇలా చెప్పారంటే నేను ముఖ్యంగా నా తాపత్రయం పేరెంట్స్ వినాలి, కిడ్స్ వినాలి అనేది నా తాపత్రయం. బట్ అన్ఫార్చునేట్లీ డ్యూ టు దిస్ వెదర్, ఇఫ్ ద మీటింగ్ స్టార్టెడ్ సే at 6:30 or 7, it will be wonderful time. బట్ మనం లేట్ అయింది కాబట్టి ఆల్రెడీ యూ జాయిన్డ్ ఫర్ డిన్నర్, సో నథింగ్ మ్యాటర్స్, బట్ యూ లిజన్ టు మై వర్డ్స్ అండ్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు యూటిలైజ్ ద సర్వీసెస్ ఆఫ్ these wonderful faculty members, and definitely I congratulate Jagan sir and their management to give the opportunity of an international school to Miryalaguda. మన ఎమ్మెల్యే గారు, మన చైర్మన్ గారు వచ్చి ఉంటే దీన్ని చాలా అభినందించేవాళ్ళు. డెఫినెట్గా వారిని మళ్ళీ ఒక సందర్భంలో తీసుకొస్తారు. ఇట్లాంటి మీటింగ్స్ అయితే మిర్యాలగూడలో నెవర్ అండి, నెవర్ బిఫోర్ ఎవర్ ఆఫ్టర్ అనేది డెఫినెట్గా మనం చెప్పొచ్చు. ముఖ్యంగా పేరెంట్స్ అండ్ కిడ్స్ గమనించి మరి మనము ఈ అవకాశాన్ని వినియోగించుకోవాలని కోరుకుంటూ మరి నన్ను ఈ మీటింగ్లో పార్ట్ చేసినందుకు అందరికీ ధన్యవాదాలు తెలియజేస్తూ ముఖ్యంగా జగన్ గారికి మరియు వినోద్ గారికి. సో థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్ అండ్ ఆల్ ద బెస్ట్ టు ద కిడ్స్ అండ్ పేరెంట్స్. రైట్, థ్యాంక్ యూ.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సో వెరీ మచ్ సార్. చాలా చాలా ఎంకరేజింగ్గా మమ్మల్ని అందరినీ బ్లెస్ చేశారు.
గట్టిగా చెప్పగలరు. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో వెరీ మచ్ కృష్ణారెడ్డి గారు. అండ్ వేర్ ఇస్ మిస్టర్ అన్వర్? మిస్టర్ అన్వర్,
విద్యాసాగర్ సార్, మే వి ఫైండ్ యూ, ప్లీజ్ స్టార్ట్. అండ్ నౌ yes, it's the time for introducing the uniform of our institution by Inauguration of grade 7. Please come forward. ఒకసారి గట్టిగా చప్పట్లతో తనని ఎంకరేజ్ చేస్తే she wants to express her words.
Good evening guests and teachers and parents. I am Inauguration studying 7th grade in Cornerstone International School. I would like to talk about the roles of teachers and parents. After the pandemic, schools are requesting parents to encourage every child to love the school, and also requesting teachers to make interactive and practical teachings. Let's take the Cornerstone International School forward with parent-teacher partnership. Thank you so much.
So wonderful. This is just in a day. She has been coming to school only since last 24 hours, and
dear parents, if this can happen in 24 hours, imagine the future of the students of Cornerstone throughout the academics. This is a challenge for every parent. This has just come up within 24 hours. And to all the parents who carries a myth of hiring faculty from Miryalaguda, I'm the native of Miryalaguda. Miryalaguda has potential people like me. So Miryalaguda is a brand and Cornerstone is also a brand. Let's work together, parent-teacher partnership in all the practices. Thank you so much, Induja.
that was wonderful, wonderfully coordinated from the administrative officers and Induja along with all the other teachers' support. And it's the time for our non-academic head of the campus. May we have the roll of the name of the evening, Mr. Srikanth.
A very good evening to all the dignitaries and our beloved boss, Mr. Jagan sir, and guest of the program, Krishna Reddy sir, Dharmapal sir, and Srinanna. Thank you so much for your wonderful time in the evening, and I welcome all the parents and the students to the Cornerstone International School, Miralguda. Thank you so much for your love and support. Myself, I am Srikanth, the non-academic head and the sports director of Cornerstone International Schools. So, let us all, this message is to this parents who is in the dining area. So let us all meet in the campus personally one by one to discuss about your kids' future towards the sports. We definitely promise that we deliver the world's best class sporting facilities in Miralaguda, at the same time the training schedules. So we train your children in different sports over here in Miralaguda. For the first time, you are going to witness the highest standards of coachings towards the sports. So once again, I remind each and every parent what we are going to train, means what the sports we are going to train in the campus. The dining area which you are having the delicious food over there is the 2 tennis courts, 2 clay tennis courts, and the stage area, in front of the stage area we have 200 meters running track, and behind the stage area we have 125 meters plus a skating rink with a banked curves. So, to add up an extra information, the banked curve skating rink is not means you cannot find it in whole Nalgonda, you can find it in Miralguda over here. That's the standards we are going to bring to Miralguda and the parents. So thank you so much for your love and support in the form of joining your kids into the Cornerstone International School. Definitely you have given us a chance, you people has given us a chance to us to prove. Definitely we will show you at the end of the academic year. That's for sure. And in the continuation of the sports, as I mentioned, we have skating rink behind the stage, a 125 meters plus, and a basketball in the center of the skating rink. And we are going to set up the cricket nets over there for the practice purpose, and archery zone, volleyball, and kabaddi and kho-kho and many more. So, academics in one hand and non-academics in the other hand. Non-academics means the sports, dance, music, yoga, and whatever it might be. Your child will be mastering the both academics and non-academics with the same potentiality and with the same expertise. So, all the Miralguda and all the parents, get ready to see the miracles in Miralguda, what your child are going to do, what your children are going to do in the future. Thank you so much for the wonderful evening. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Director Avis Baba sir, and as I mentioned myself, non-academic head and a sports director of Cornerstone International Schools. From behalf of all the team, thank you so much for this wonderful evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Srikanth sir, for the full-fledged information from your end. And we once more request the parents, those who are done with their dinners, please be back to the chairs. Few more minutes to wind up the evening. We request everybody to be back to your seats. Of course, a few minutes ago, our administrative officer has mentioned that you are very much concerned about your child's hunger. Of course, now they are full. We are also waiting to fill you with our promises that what we are going to deliver in the days to come. Please, I request all the dear parents, we request all the parents to be back into the seats. It's a sincere request. We are definitely going to wind up. Wow. Give a big round of applause to all the parents who are going to be back in the seats. గట్టిగా చప్పట్లతో ఆహ్వానిస్తూ ఒక్కసారిగా. Come on everybody.
మా కౌన్సిలర్ గారు సీరణ చాలా మృదు స్వభావి. నిజంగా నేను పుట్టి పెరిగింది సుందర్ నగర్లోనే. నేను మా చిన్నతనం నుంచి కూడా అన్న అన్న అనుకుంటా తిరిగాం. ఇవాళ ఆయన కౌన్సిలర్ అయిన తర్వాత మా ఏరియాలో ఒకప్పుడు అది మాస్ ఏరియాగా ఉండేది. నౌ ఇట్ హ్యాస్ బికమ్ అన్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ హబ్. రియల్లీ ఇట్స్ ఎ ప్రౌడ్ ఫర్ అస్. అండ్ సీరణ కూడా చాలా విషయాల్లో మాకు అందరికీ సహకరిస్తూ చాలా రోడ్స్ కట్టడం జరిగింది ఆయన పదవిలోకి వచ్చిన తర్వాత. అలాగే డ్రైనేజెస్ కానీ, ఎలక్ట్రిసిటీలో కానీ, వాటర్ సప్లైలో కానీ తనంతట తానే ముందుకొచ్చి అన్ని ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ని సాల్వ్ చేస్తున్నాడు. రియల్లీ ఈ వేదికలో ఆయన గురించి చెప్పడానికి నేను ప్రౌడ్గా ఫీల్ అవుతున్నా. రియల్లీ సీరణ, హ్యాట్స్ అప్ టు యూ. కీప్ ఇట్ అప్. గివ్ ఎ బిగ్ అప్లాస్.
Yes, we request the parents, those who are walking out, it's a sincere request to be back into your seats. We cordially request you again. We are ready to request you once more. We will be requesting you until you are in your seats. We please welcome you back to your seats. Please show your love. Please show your support. Please show your encouragement, not just towards your kids, but also the school that your kids are going to be.
Everybody, please be back to your seats. And it's time to the most awaiting personalities first of the evening. My beloved friend, my buddy, and definitely my girl, Mr. Aris Balazer. Very good experience with personality of campus in our classes.
Fantastic is this to stick for this wonderful evening. A spectacular evening to my boss, Mr. Jagan sir. Good evening to my campus landlords and educationalists, Mr. Dharmapal Reddy sir and Krishna Reddy sir. And the one and only Mr. Counselor of the Sundarnagar Colony, Sinana, my captain. I am the assistant captain of the team, but we have a captain. The captain is Mr. Renaud Spurgeon Bob. And you know, academics and activities go hand in hand. And my co-partner in delivering the best to your kids, where academics and activities go hand in hand. And it is Mr. Srikanth. A wonderful evening to all the parents. I'm really under pressure because one side, Lord is blessing. On the second side, though I am under pressure, your presence gives me a lot of pleasure. As the most beautiful dressing of all is addressing the gathering. Coming to the point, there are so many educational institutions. We are also part of one of the institutions like all other institutions of our wonderful country. But how different the academics, activities, curriculum, and other than this, the true definition of schooling for your wards is redefined at Cornerstone Group of Independent Schools, Miryalaguda. Now, coming to the point, what is, as you all know, I am the academic head. You have already tested my team. Next, after me, you are going to test and listen to my captain, Mr. Inauguration, Bob, the principal of the school. So here, coming to the point, there are so many parents when we met them in our chambers. So we would like to witness the staff, we want to see the staff, we want to check the staff. There are so many queries like that. Fortunately, see, when God helps, He helps through human beings. So God has blessed us, wonderful human beings. Those are teachers, firstly marketing executives who have got our school to each and every doorstep in the form of the brochure educating you about Cornerstone International School. And secondly, as I told you, God helps through human beings. We also got the wonderful staff, the wonderful team Cornerstone, one by one. When we came here, we were only 3, headed by our chairperson, vice chairperson, 5. A big high five to this 5, because after this 5 became 50, 50 became 100, 100 became 200, 200 became 300. Now we are with 500 plus crowd and sound number of admissions in the campus. So these were the challenges. Now parents have to understand from there that you were giving us the open challenge that we want to check your staff. Now my question to you is, how is my staff? How is my staff? Dear parents, you have to speak it out. You have to speak for the children. You have to speak for your children. You have to speak for the future of your children. You have to speak about the care and affection towards your children. You have to speak and give a grand applause to all the team of Cornerstone right in front of you. My question to you is, మీకు అర్థం కాలేదా? నాకు తెలుగు వచ్చండి, ప్రాబ్లం లేదు. I come to Telugu. I can speak in language, it's not an issue. Right? ఎందుకంటే ఆయన తెలుగులో మాట్లాడాలనుకోండి, ఈ అకాడమిక్స్ హెడ్ అంట, ఆయన అకాడమిక్ డైరెక్టర్ అంట, ఈయనే తెలుగులో మాట్లాడుతున్నాడు, పిల్లలకి ఇంగ్లీష్ నేర్పిస్తాడు అనే డౌట్ మీకు వస్తుంది. కాబట్టి యూ షుడ్ ఆల్సో నో వెదర్ ఐ నో ఇంగ్లీష్ ఆర్ నాట్. సో కమింగ్ టు ది పాయింట్, it's not the language. Definitely we will teach the language to your kids. They will be the rock stars of this nation, 100%. And coming to the point, dear parents, మీరు ఏదైతే ఛాలెంజ్ మాకు ఇచ్చారో ఆ ఛాలెంజ్ మేము యాక్సెప్ట్ చేసి ఇలాంటి ఒక స్పెషల్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ని మీ అందరికీ డెలివర్ చేశాము. ఇదంతా కూడా మీరు మా మీద ఉంచిన నమ్మకం, ఆ ప్రేమ, దానివల్లే ఈరోజు ఈ చక్కని సాయంత్రం మనం జరుపుకుంటున్నాము. డియర్ పేరెంట్స్, మీరు ఎవరైతే అక్కడ డైనింగ్ ఏరియాలో ఉన్నారో, ప్లీజ్ కమ్ బ్యాక్, బికాజ్ యూ షుడ్ నో వాట్ ఆల్ ఆర్ వి గోయింగ్ టు గివ్ టు యువర్ స్టూడెంట్స్, యువర్ వాట్స్. వి సెడ్ విల్ మేక్ అవర్ కార్నरस्टोन, हमारा कॉर्नरस्टोन मिर्यालगुड़ा का रिंग स्टोन बनेगा. कहा था ना, 100 पेरेंट्स है इधर. There are so many parents. You might have witnessed this statement. We'll make our cornerstone the ringtone of मिर्यालगुड़ा. बना दिया ना आप रिंगटोन, मिर्यालगुड़ा का रिंगटोन बना दिया, पेरेंट्स का टोन बना दिया, और हम कॉर्नरस्टोन में है या नहीं? Yes or no? Yes. तो जो बोलते हैं वो करते हैं, वही हमारी टीम की खासियत है. बोलने वाले बोल दिए, सुनने वाले सुन लिए. राइट, हो गया प्रोग्राम, हो गया, राइट, चले गए, ऐसा नहीं. सो कमिंग टू द पॉइंट, अब आपको और एक माइंड में एक चीज रहेगी, क्या मेरे बच्चों को किस तरह की पढ़ाई पढ़ाएंगे. ये टीम तो बहुत अच्छी है, बहुत सुंदर है. सुंदर दिखने में नहीं, काम करने में है. सुंदर बात करने में नहीं, कामयाबी देने में है. सुंदरता जिसमें दिखती है ना, वो बाहर से जो असली मोती होते हैं ना, बाहर से नकली जैसे दिख रहे हैं ना, मगर टीम तो बहुत अच्छी है ना. क्लास तो मार सकते हैं ना मेरे टीम के लिए, मेरे लिए नहीं, मेरे टीम के लिए. ये टीम जो है ना, हमें hundreds of people have come here एडमिशन से ज्यादा स्टाफ इंक्वायरीज हुए हमारे पास. Admission, sir, if I am wrong, I may be corrected, sir. Right, because many times I have to visit to central office to assist my boss over there for your kids only, planning and all that. So coming to the point, so here, why this Cornerstone? Why only Cornerstone? Why this Cornerstone? Why only Cornerstone? Cornerstone has unique assessment ideas. जो आप ब्रोशर देखा है ना, ये गूगल में भी नहीं मिलेगा आपको. गूगल में भी नहीं मिलेगा, क्योंकि that is the brainchild of our team, headed by chairman, vice chairman, principal, मेरा partner, non-academic head, chief sports director Shrikant, and at last me. So ये जो ब्रोशर देखे है ना, ब्रोशर वो 3 पेज के जैसा रहता है, उसमें नेम्स तो आप लोग देख लिए. नेम कॉर्नरस्टोन हो या कौन सा भी हो, नाम तो कोई भी लगा देते हैं ना. नाम बनाने में कामयाबी है ना, मानते हैं ना इस बात को. नाम तो कोई भी लगा देते हैं. आप आपके बच्चे का भी नाम लगा दिए, अब उसका नाम बनाने में वो कामयाबी कॉर्नरस्टोन देगा. Definitely, mark these words. Right? So by profession, I teach English, I teach primary all the subjects. I have knowledge. That is not the greatness of mine. 100%. I was nurtured in that way so that I could excel in Telugu. Telugu में अच्छा बात कर सकता हूँ. हिंदी लो बागा माटलागलनु. English, I speak English. You help me already. So I am good at mathematics, science and social studies. ये सब मेरी खासियत नहीं थी. मुझे भी मेरे टीचर्स इसी तरह जिस तरह मैं बात कर रहा हूँ वैसा पढ़ाए थे. इसीलिए मैं आज आप लोगों से इतना the beautiful dressing of mine is addressing. अब मैं जो कर रहा हूँ ना addressing. The beautiful dress, ये blazer डाला, ये 10,000 का है, 5,000 का नहीं. मेरा quality, the way I am speaking, it is all the blessing of my teachers who taught me the wonderful subjects in my schooling. एक बार मेरे टीचर्स के लिए, मेरे लिए नहीं, मेरे टीचर्स के लिए grand round of applause. Whatever I am today is because of the noblest blessing of my teachers who has put their hand. And secondly, my parents, the first teachers. अब आपको बोलना है कि पेरेंट्स का रोल क्या है. Parents are the first teachers. Parents, if I am well disciplined, well mannered, I know how to respect my opposite gender. I also know what is good and what is bad. My first grade goes to, my success goes to my mother who nurtured me so much. All the mothers, fathers, give a grand applause to mothers. Fathers, mothers के लिए जोरदार. आपके भी मैं आपको एक लेवल में ला के छोड़िए ना, इसलिए आप सक्सेसफुल है. आप अच्छे स्कूल चुन रहे हैं आपके बच्चों के लिए, right? So this is what is happening, right? So ये बोलना क्या चाह रहा हूँ इधर. First success, mother is the first teacher. Father is equally important other than mother, who takes the responsibility of fulfilling the dreams of their words. Apart from these, we teachers are your children's next parents. We take that responsibility. Mark these words from the days of Cornerstone Group of International Schools, Miryalaguda. Now, how different is this? Sir, may I speak? Sir, 1-2 minutes. Because this is the best instrument, sir, for me. Thank you, sir. So, how different is Cornerstone? आपके बच्चों को एशियक असेसमेंट रहेगा. What is this एशियक असेसमेंट? आप आके हमारे चेंबर में और मेरे टीम ऑफ टीचर से किसी से भी ఎవరితోనైనా మీరు కలవండి, కలిసాక నా బాబు, నా కొడుకు, నా కూతురు యొక్క ఏషియక్ అసెస్మెంట్ ఏంటి అని అడగండి చాలు. ఆ ఏషియక్ అసెస్మెంట్ ఇస్ నథింగ్ బట్ అకాడమిక్స్, స్పోర్ట్స్, IQ, activities and cultural. This is the unique fundamental idea of and the brainchild of this assessment is absolutely the brainchild of Cornerstone. ये Cornerstone में होता है, Cornerstone में ही होता है, क्योंकि ऐसा नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, कॉर्नरस्टोन वाले ही कर सकते हैं, सब कर सकते हैं, मगर करने की इच्छा होना चाहिए, करने की इच्छा होना चाहिए, बर्निंग डिजायर होना चाहिए, विल पावर रहना चाहिए। वैसा एजुकेशन कॉर्नरस्टोन में दे देंगे 100%। डोंट अंडर एस्टिमेट। अभी तक ये रेडी नहीं हुआ, वो रेडी नहीं हुआ, अभी ये ट्रैक अभी ऐसा है, ऐसे बच्चों को क्या चाहिए? पढ़ाई चाहिए, पढ़ाई के साथ ही साथ एक्टिविटीज भी चाहिए। सो ये सब हम दे देंगे। ये मेरा कहना नहीं, मेरे पीछे जो बैठे हैं ना, मेरे वंडरफुल बॉस, द वन एंड ओनली, द चैंपियन ऑफ ऑल द चैंपियंस, द लीडर ऑफ ऑल द लीडर्स, माय बॉस, द वंडरफुल बॉस, मिस्टर जगन सर, on behalf of my chairman, on behalf of my boss, I promise you we will give all these things. लिख के रख लेना। अभी हम बात कर रहे हैं ना राइट एकेडमिक्स के बारे में। आपके बच्चे राइट, अभी आपको फर्स्ट 15 डेज आप लोग कोई चिंता नहीं करना। यू शुड नॉट बी वरीड अबाउट योर चिल्ड्रन। व्हाई? बिकॉज बच्चे को आज ही भिजा दिए, बच्चा पैदा होते ही चल नहीं पाएगा, मानते हैं ना? यू अंडरस्टैंड राइट? बच्चा पैदा होते ही चल नहीं पाएगा। 1-2 वीक हमें छोड़ देना, 2 वीक्स कोई भी कॉल नहीं करना, बच्चे को होमवर्क नहीं आया, होमवर्क नहीं आ रहा, वो डायरी नहीं आया, ये नहीं आया, वी ऑल विल टेक केयर। क्योंकि मेरे पास एक राइट में एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव ऑफिसर्स एक है और लेफ्ट में और एक एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव ऑफिसर्स का चैम्बर है, 2 एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव ऑफिसर्स, ट्रांसपोर्ट इंचार्ज राइट, एकेडमिक डायरेक्टर, एकेडमिक मेरे असिस्टेंट डायरेक्टर, एकेडमिक इंचार्ज। सो हमें एक 15 डेज टाइम देना। क्यों? व्हाई? 1 fortnight टाइम इज, यू हैव टू गिव 1 fortnight ऑफ टाइम। व्हाई? Why? Because you are after this pandemic नहीं रहे तो भी 15 डेज टाइम ले लेंगे, मगर अब तो पैंडेमिक के बाद 15 डेज टाइम हम 100% लेंगे। क्यों? आपके बच्चों को टेस्ट करना है। विदाउट टेस्ट आपके बच्चों को एडमिशन दे दिया है ना? कोई टेस्ट लगाए? कोई टेस्ट लगाए? Did we take any test? I'm talking to you parents. सुने आ रहा? विनपड़ुंदा? Children, can you respond to me? I am your academic head here. Tomorrow you are going to meet me every time. Children, raise your hand. Students, did we take any test? No? Yes. Why? Because we know, NO no, right? Next opportunity is, NO no is nothing but next opportunity. Your next opportunity once you come into the campus, once you go to the classroom, we will definitely test you in a friendly way. We test right from alphabet. Alphabet से टेस्ट करेंगे आपके बच्चों को। A, B, C, D, right, 1, 2, 3, 100 का स्पेलिंग, HENDRED, 1000 का स्पेलिंग, HUSEND, मैथमेटिक्स का स्पेलिंग, सब्जेक्ट मैथमेटिक्स पढ़ रहे नंबर्स, सब्जेक्ट का स्पेलिंग ही नहीं मालूम, फिर फर्क है क्या फायदा? सो इस तरह का टेस्ट हम 15 डेज लेंगे। आपसे रिक्वेस्ट है, आपसे निवेदन है कि आप चिंता मत करिए, आपका काम है स्कूल भेजना, इसमें आप भी पार्टनर बनना। मेरे ऑलरेडी टीम ने कहा एजुकेशन इज पार्टनरशिप बिटवीन द स्कूल, बिटवीन द टीचर्स एंड द पेरेंट्स। फीस बंद दिए राइट, बच्चों के डायरी साइन नहीं कर रहे, बच्चा क्या पढ़ रहा नहीं मालूम, बच्चा होमवर्क क्या कर रहा नहीं मालूम। इस तरह के ट्रेनिंग्स वी आर ऑल्सो गोइंग टू ट्रेन आवर पेरेंट्स। और ये 15 डेज तो आपको टाइम देना ही देना है। जुलाई 1st we are opening the school, July 15th तक please don't worry about academics. We are going to test your kids and we are going to make that assessment. ये बच्चा we will make an assessment of every child. आपके बच्चे को तेलुगु, हिंदी, इंग्लिश, मैथ्स, साइंस, सोशल, ICT and GK and current affairs, computer, right? All this assessment नहीं रहेगा, ये भी रहेगा। इसके साथ apart from this, we are also going to assess how is he in sports, how are his IQ levels, what is his level of communication, what is he understanding, what is he not understanding, what he wants, what he doesn't want. All the responsibility is ours. Only thing is you have to take the partnership in making your child the bride. Every parent wants. No parent wants that my child should not study, my child should only play. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. Every parent wants that their child should be thorough in academics. Again they want activities. अब मैं माइक देके आपके पेरेंट आपको सबको एक माइक देके बात करो बोल तो आप लोग बात करेंगे क्या? ये बहुत इजी जॉब है क्या? इजी जॉब है क्या? इजी तो नहीं है ना, हार्ड है ना, टफ है ना, मानते हैं ना? तो आप सोच लीजिए आपके बच्चों को, मैंने मेरे बिफोर 29 में मेरे बॉस का फर्स्ट एड्रेसिंग था आप लोगों से। उस दिन मैंने कहा वी विल मेक आवर प्री प्राइमरी स्टूडेंट्स, अरे हम तो क्या, हम तो ग्रोन अप है, बहुत हासिल किए हैं, राइट? ये सब हमारे जो टीचर्स पढ़ाए हैं ना, जो पेरेंट्स के ब्लेसिंग्स है ना, राइट, उसके बावजूद उसकी वजह से हम लोग इतने सक्सेसफुल है। मगर हमारे नर्सरी एलकेजी यूकेजी के बच्चे आकर when they render the assembly, जब असेंबली करेंगे ना, that will be the first success of our academics. Definitely mark these words. हमारे स्कूल के our school children, nursery, LKG and UKG, which is pre-primary segment, will render the assembly. It's not, my words are very louder. Just imagine, the actions will be more louder than this. We will practically prove in person. And secondly, देखिए आपके प्रिंसिपल को आपसे मिलने, आपके प्रिंसिपल से, आपके बच्चे के प्रिंसिपल से मिलने के लिए टाइमिंग है। We are not available all the time, 100%. Why? I'll tell you the reason. आपके एकेडमिक हेड मिस्टर अवैस बाबा से मिलने आपको एक टाइम है, मगर ऑल द टाइम इज नॉट अवेलेबल। आपके स्पोर्ट्स डायरेक्टर से मिलने, स्पोर्ट्स डायरेक्टर को भी आपसे मिलने टाइम है, मगर ऑल द टाइम इज नॉट अवेलेबल। नाउ द क्वेश्चन raises in your mind, why are these guys not available? As they are into so many schools, they'll be going there. Not like that. वैसा नहीं है। हम लोग इतना जो यहाँ से चैलेंजेस कर रहे हैं ना, उसके लिए वर्क करना है ना, तो हम लोग क्लास में बैठना है ना, वो 4 वॉल्स होते हैं उसे क्लासरूम कहते हैं ना, वहां से परफॉर्म हुआ तो यहाँ से रॉक करते हैं ना, उनको रॉक स्टार्स बनाएंगे बोल के मेरे एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव ऑफिसर्स ने कहा। उनको सुपर स्टार्स भी बना देंगे, उनको लिटिल स्टार्स भी बना देंगे, उनको स्पार्कलिंग स्टार्स भी बना देंगे, उनको शाइनिंग स्टार्स भी बना देंगे। मगर आपको आपके ये सब टीम से मिलने के लिए, इवन मेरे चेयरमैन भी, मैं तो सर से नहीं पूछा, मुझे सर के बारे में मालूम है, इसलिए मैं ऑन बिहाफ ऑफ माय चेयरमैन आई एम टेलिंग यू, मेरे మా చైర్మన్ కూడా మిమ్మల్ని కలుస్తారండి, కానీ ప్రీ అపాయింట్మెంట్ మస్ట్, మాకు అపాయింట్మెంట్ అవసరం లేదు. బట్ we will fix the timing 9 to 11 or 10 to 12 or 2 hours we will be in our chair. You can come and talk to your query, solve your query and happily you will be going from our chambers. This is my assurance to you on behalf of the academics, on behalf of all the department of mine, on behalf of all my team Cornerstone, the wonderful teachers, the best teachers in the world I suppose. Let us be positive. Best teachers नहीं होंगे, बना देंगे उनको भी थोड़े। अभी मैं तो 20 इयर्स के पहले मेरा करियर स्टार्ट हुआ, मैं 20 इयर्स से पहले मेरा करियर स्टार्ट हुआ, वो भी 20 इयर्स एक्सपीरियंस हो जाएंगे ना, मेरे से अच्छा बात करेंगे, मेरे से अच्छे एकेडमिक्स देंगे, मेरे से अच्छी नॉलेज रखेंगे। सो बिग राउंड ऑफ अप्लॉज टू माय टीम कॉर्नरस्टोन। सो कमिंग टू द पॉइंट, सो ये जो स्पेसिफिक टाइम है ना, ये स्पेसिफिक टाइम में आपको आपके प्रिंसिपल से मिल सकते, आपके बच्चे के एकेडमिक हेड से मिल सकते, नॉन एकेडमिक हेड स्पोर्ट्स डायरेक्टर से मिल सकते, इवन मेरे चेयरमैन से भी मिल सकते। बट वो फ्लेक्सिबल टाइमिंग जो हम लोग टाइम डिसाइड करते हैं ना, वही टाइमिंग में, ये सब जगह नहीं रहता, मगर कॉर्नरस्टोन में रहता। ये बहुत पहले बोलना चाह रहा था, मगर आप लोग एडमिशन नहीं लिए थे, खाली देखने भी लोग बहुत आ रहे थे, राइट? तो आज एक अच्छा अवसर है, अच्छे अवसर पर, राइट, आपको ये जो हम चाह रहे आपसे बात करने का अच्छा मौका मिला, इसके लिए దట్ ఈస్ ద రీజన్. అందుకే మీకు చెప్పేది ఏంటంటే ఆ టైంలో మీరు రండి, ఖచ్చితంగా మీ క్వెరీ సాల్వ్ చేస్తాము. ఎందుకంటే మేము ఆ క్లాస్ రూమ్స్లో ఉంటేనే మా టీచర్స్ని ట్రైన్ చేయగలుగుతాము, మా టీచర్స్ని నేర్పించగలుగుతాము. మా టీచర్స్ అందరు ఎక్సెల్ ఉండరు, నాకు వచ్చింది వాళ్ళకి రాకపోవచ్చు, మీకు వచ్చింది, మీరు పక్కకున్న వాళ్ళే కదా, మీరు ఒక సింగింగ్లో చాలా పర్ఫెక్ట్ ఉండొచ్చు, పక్కకున్న ఆయన డాన్సింగ్లో పర్ఫెక్ట్ ఉండొచ్చు. మా కాన్సెప్ట్ ఏంది, ఈ సింగర్ ఏమో అక్కడ ఈ సింగర్ ఏమో తనకి సింగింగ్ నేర్పియాలి, తనేమో ఇక్కడ డాన్సింగ్ నేర్పియాలి. ఇలాంటి కోఆర్డినేషనే మా టీమ్ కార్నర్ స్టోన్ ఫ్యాకల్టీలో ఫెసిలిటేటర్స్ లో ఉంటుంది. కాబట్టి మీరు దయచేసి ఏదో జరిగిపోతుంది, లేట్ అయిపోయింది, అన్ని స్కూల్స్ తెరిచేశారు, ఇంకా మా కార్నర్ స్టోన్ తెరవలేదు, మీరే కదా మేము ఛాలెంజ్ ఇచ్చింది, మీరే కదా ఛాలెంజ్ ఇచ్చింది, మీరే కదా టీచర్స్ ని చూస్తామన్నది. మీరు చూడడం కాదు, మేము వాళ్ళ పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ కూడా ఇచ్చేసాం. ఎస్, సో ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड एंड आई एम ऑफिशियली द बी मास्टर. 1 मिनट में आपके बच्चों से 35+ वर्ड्स बोल के यहाँ से डाइस से आपको बता देंगे. मेरे प्री प्राइमरी के बच्चे असेंबली रेंडर करेंगे, मेरे बच्चे मैथ भी पार्टिसिपेट करेंगे. आई एम द ऑफिशियल बी मास्टर फॉर मैथ भी ऑल्सो. नॉट ओनली मी, मेरे जैसे मेरा टीम पूरों को तैयार कर दूंगा विद द सपोर्ट ऑफ माई 2 professional brothers, Mr. Ict and Srikanth. Apart from that, my beloved boss, who is pursuing his BA PhD in the now he has qualifications. Sir is chairman to Cornerstone Group, Jagan Singhupuram sir. Next, my boss will be Dr. Jagan Singhupuram, the only one I suppose in the schools of Miriyalgoda who is going to have PhD in education. That would be your child's boss, the ultimate boss. So dear parents, don't get panic. दे देंगे, हर चीज देंगे, थोड़ा सब्र रखिए. सब्र का फल मीठा होता है. अच्छे से सब्र करिए. Definitely one day or the other we will give all these things to your kids. Thank you so much. खाना खाने का है ना? बट मेरे बाद मुझे भी खाने भूख लग रही है. बट आपके बच्चों को किस तरह के असेसमेंट्स, कैसा करिकुलम, ये सब सुनना है, वो मेरे बॉस एड्रेस करेंगे. बिफोर दैट माय कैप्टन ऑफ द टीम मिस्टर इनॉक will right, the principal of the campus will speak to you. Thank you so much for listening. This was just a spark. There will be a blaze and you will definitely one day or the other you will amaze, and that amaze would be definitely a next level spark in the lives of your kids. Thank you so much. Long live Cornerstone, long live Spark 2022. Now is the time to invite the captain of the team, Mr. Inauguration Bob, and also he is also the managing director for E+ and the principal of Miriyalgoda campus, Mr. Inauguration Bob, who started his career at Uppal Little Flower Grammar High School as English language educator, hails from Amravati, and he has 13 years of experience in dealing with the tiny tots and the primary kids, the upper primary kids, and also high school kids. Had many awards, and he's a motivational speaker and also the academic planner for a number of schools across Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. Thank you so much. Let's listen to him now.
Thank you so much. నాకంటే ముందుగా మీ అందరితో తన యొక్క భావాలని పంచుకున్నటువంటి, మా యొక్క ప్రతి దినచర్యని ఎలా ఉండబోతుందో వివరించినటువంటి మిస్టర్ అవేజ్ బాబా సార్కి పేరెంట్స్ అందరూ గట్టిగా ఒకసారి చప్పట్లు. నుంచో నలిసిపోతాం, దయచేసి కూర్చోండి ప్లీజ్. దోస్ ఆర్ స్టాండింగ్ అండ్ లిసనింగ్ టు us. Good evening everybody, once again good evening Miriyalgoda. Why are we with so much of joy? మేము ఎందుకు ఇంత సంతోషంగా ఉన్నాం, ఎందుకు ఇంకా ఇంత ఎలక్ట్రిఫైయింగ్ గా ఉన్నాం? Of course we are very much longing, very much waiting for this evening. ఎందుకంటే మీ అందరినీ ఒక్కొక్కరిగా మా యొక్క ఛాంబర్స్ లో కలవటం జరిగింది, కానీ
మనందరం కలిసి ఈ సాయంకాలాన్ని సంతోషంగా స్పెండ్ చేయబోతున్నాం అనేటువంటి ఒక ముఖ్య కారణమే మా యొక్క ఈ ఎనర్జీకి మెయిన్ రీజన్. అండ్ మీ పిల్లలు కూడా ఖచ్చితంగా మా స్కూల్ ఎలా ఉండబోతుంది, మా టీచర్స్ ఎలా ఉండబోతున్నారు అనేటువంటి విషయాన్ని చూడటానికి, తెలుసుకోవటానికి, ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ చేయడానికి ఈ ఈవినింగ్ వచ్చారు అనేటువంటిది. వస్తున్నారు మా పిల్లలు. ఈ రోజు నుంచి స్కూల్ వాళ్ళకి ఇట్స్ గోనా బి ఎ పారడైజ్. ఇట్స్ గోయింగ్ టు బి డెఫినెట్లీ నెవర్ బిఫోర్ స్కూలింగ్ ఇన్ మిర్యాలగూడ. ఇట్స్ నాట్ జస్ట్ మై ప్రామిస్, ఇట్స్ ద ప్రామిస్ ఆఫ్ every single personality who works for Cornerstone group of schools. Right from the janitor, right from the security, right from the campus manager, right from teaching, non-teaching, administration, every single personality is ready to deliver their best service to each of your kids, and we will prove that too very shortly. Very, very shortly. We are promising you that. Shortly ante any days, sir? Shortly ante any weeks, sir? Shortly ante any months, sir? Shortly ante any years, sir? Any months, any years, any weeks, any days? I definitely don't know the number, but I only know that if you being the parent come up with your cooperation with everything that we have discussed at our chambers together, that we have discussed about the system to you, if you are ready to cope, it might be within our school to bring the change in every mind who is going to be the future stars of the nation. And I promise with all the assurance from everybody on the board of Cornerstone that we only deliver quality. We only deliver whatever is necessary to every single child. To give you an example, this is not anything negative, I just would want to share with you. We have taken all sorts of maturities in young minds. We have taken every single way of minds, behaviors. We did not filter anybody. We did not reject anybody. Don't feel like we don't have enough admissions. We want to show the transformation in all sorts of personalities, right from their learning, right from their age, right from their nurturing. We focus only on showing you the marginal growth of your child in every interval. We have promised you a caretaker teacher to give you the feedbacks at every fortnight. Hope you remember that. It's the biggest challenge. The biggest challenge that we take to ourselves to prove your child is not less than anybody. It's the biggest challenge to each of us as the teammate of Cornerstone to assess them in every single thing, in every single learning, in every single participation, in every single presentation, in every single communication upgradation. We assure you that we will receive thanks from each of the parent at the end of the academic year, that thanks for shaping our young minds. In fact, thanks for coming to Miryalagooda. And we assure you from this moment, the kid of yours is not just of your both as mom and dad. Your kid is under a very beautiful guidance, in a right path to shape himself. We are going to make them leaders. We are going to make them self-dependent personalities. We are going to make each of them a unique personality.
that which you have even never experienced, that ఇది నిజంగా మా అబ్బాయిలో, ఇది నిజంగా మా అమ్మాయిలో ఇంత టాలెంట్ ఉందా, మా పాప నిజంగా ఇంత ధైర్యంగా మాట్లాడగలుగుతుందా, మా బాబు నిజంగా ఇంత బాగా స్పోర్ట్స్లో పర్ఫామ్ చేస్తారా అనేటువంటి ప్రశ్న మీకే లేవనెత్తేలాగా చేస్తాం అనేటువంటిది మా నమ్మకం, మా యొక్క ప్రామిస్ టు యూ. I can see few parents with a lot of enthusiasm in their hearts filled up with, and listening to every single personality who is coming on the dais. No school program goes with only deliverings of presentations in the form of verbal, but we have made it happen today evening. మాట్లాడిన ప్రతి ఒక్కరు మిమ్మల్ని ఇంప్రెస్ చేశారనేటువంటిది మా యొక్క నమ్మకం. ఈ ఇంప్రెషన్ విల్ బి కంటిన్యూడ్ ఎవ్రీ సింగిల్ డే. మీ పిల్లలు ప్రతిరోజు ఇంటికి వచ్చి మా టీచర్ ఇలా చేశారు, మా సార్ ఇలా చేశారు, మా బాబా సార్ ఇది చెప్పారు, మా శ్రీకాంత్ సార్ ఇది ఆడిచ్చారు, ఇంకా ఏమైనా చెప్పేస్తారు. దట్ ఈస్ వాట్ ఈస్ యాక్చువల్లీ నీడెడ్. మా క్లాస్లో మా టీచర్ వాళ్ళు ధరించేటువంటి వస్త్రాల దగ్గర నుంచి, వాళ్ళు నడిచే తీరు దగ్గర నుంచి, వారు మాట్లాడే ప్రతి పదం దగ్గర నుంచి పిల్లలు కాపీ చేస్తారు. వి నో దట్. ఇట్స్ ద సైకాలజీ, ఇట్స్ ద సైకాలజీ ఆఫ్ స్టూడెంట్స్. టు మెయింటైన్ దట్ we are presenting in our official uniform. We will be every day in the places to give you that we are dignifiedly teaching, not just by the teachers, not just by the content from the textbooks, but by our attires, but also by our attires, and definitely by each and every personality's behavior on and off campus. This is assurance. I'm not just assuring simply and blindly. I am giving you an assurance on behalf of every single teacher who is going to change the talavata of Miryalaguda of every single student. I am assuring as the leader of the team, Cornerstone Miryalaguda, with that 1 year Salma. Taravata, let everybody chant. बाबा सर बोले थे रिंगटोन, मैं बोल रहा हूँ chanting. They will chant Cornerstone, Cornerstone, Cornerstone. Every single parent will make it. We have promised our boss. If our boss could remember, sir, Miryalaguda ki taste chupistam sir. We used to say to our boss every single day, mana system ento chupistam sir. We promised him, and we are very sure it will be fulfilled within weeks. I mean to say, start of change will be presented to you definitely within weeks. Correct ga మొదటి 3 నెలల తర్వాత మేబీ 3 నెలల లోపేనేమో మీ పిల్లలు మేము ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేసిన దానికంటే ఇంకా ఫాస్ట్ ఉన్నారేమో. ప్రీ ప్రైమరీ కిడ్స్ అదో అక్కడ కనిపిస్తుంది కదా ఆ స్టేజ్, that is the stage for their daily performances. Daily performances. పొద్దున్నే స్కూల్కి వచ్చి ఏదో లైన్లో నిల్చున్నామా, రోజు పాడిన పాటే పాడామా, అయిపోగానే ఆవలించుకుంటూ క్లాస్కి వెళ్ళామా, ఇలాంటివి మాత్రమే ఉండవండి. రేపు నేను ఎప్పుడు అసెంబ్లీలో నుంచోవాలి, రేపు నేను ఎప్పుడు అసెంబ్లీలో ఈ పాట పాడాలి, ఈ స్కిట్ చేయాలి, రేపు నేను ప్రిపేర్ అయిన స్పీచ్ ఎప్పుడు నేను డెలివర్ చేయాలి, నాకు ఎప్పుడు చప్పట్లు కొట్టాలి అనే రీతిలో ప్రతి పిల్లవాడిని, ప్రతి పాపని షేప్ చేస్తాం. There starts their courage to face every situation. That is what the real leadership starts where. We assure you that. ఎప్పుడైతే వాళ్ళకి ఎక్స్ప్లోరేషన్ ఛాన్సెస్ ఇచ్చామో, ఎప్పుడైతే వాళ్ళకి ప్రెజెంటేషన్ పాసిబిలిటీస్ ఇచ్చామో, ఎప్పుడైతే ప్రతి ఒక్కరిని ఎంకరేజ్ చేశారు. ఇందులో కూడా ఇంకొక ప్రశ్న ఉంటుంది, ఏంటి మా బాబు కొంచెం స్లోగా ఉంటారు, మా పాప కొంచెం బిడియంగా ఫీల్ అవుతుంది. బిడియం అంటే తెలుసండి, కొంచెం షైగా, అంటే ఈ రోజు ఉన్నటువంటి పేరెంట్స్కి తెలుగు
అవగాహన ఉందో లేదో తెలియదు. నేను బేసికలీ ఫ్రమ్ తెలుగు మీడియం, సో ఐ కెన్ గివ్ సమ్ గుడ్ టర్మినాలజీ ఆఫ్ తెలుగు టు. ఇలాంటి బిడియంతో మా పాప ఉంది. మా పాప కూడా అలాంటి ఆపర్చునిటీస్ని గ్రాప్ చేసుకుంటుందా? We will give them round robin system of participation, not just in the classroom but also off the classroom. ఇలా చెప్పుకుంటూ పోతే there are many more things that we are going to be serving to your kid. Once again, I thank each and every parent, those who have taken the admission, those who have stepped on the evening, those who have supported us, those who have put trust and faith in us, in putting their kids in our hands. Once again, let me take this wonderful opportunity of thanking our beloved Chairman Garu, Mr. Jagan Garu. పొగడ్త అనేటువంటి విధానంలో ఒకవేళ మీరు తీసుకునేటట్లయితే అది నా తప్పు కాదు. కానీ వాస్తవం ఏంటంటే అన్నయ్య అని పిలుస్తాను, తమ్ముడు అని ఆప్యాయంగా దగ్గర తీసుకుంటారు. ఎందుకు మా ఇద్దరి మధ్యన ఇంత సాన్నిహిత్యం, ఇంత చనువు, ఇంత వర్క్ అసోసియేషన్ డెవలప్ అయింది అని అంటే ముఖ్య కారణం ఏదైతే జీల్ ఒక వ్యక్తికి టువర్డ్స్ సర్వింగ్ ద ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఉండాలో, ఎవరైతే ఒక ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్ని స్పష్టంగా తనకున్నటువంటి విజనరీతో ముందుకు తీసుకొని వెళ్ళాలి అని అనుకుంటారో, అలాంటి లక్షణాల గురించి సంవత్సరాలుగా వెతుకుతున్నాను నేను. నమ్మండి, దట్ ఈస్ ట్రూ. అలాంటి లక్షణాలు ఖచ్చితంగా పుణికి పుచ్చుకున్నటువంటి మా అన్నగారు మిస్టర్ జగన్ గారు డెఫినెట్గా మొట్టమొదటి స్థానంలో ఉంటారు. The man with a golden heart, I strongly say that. And I strongly also say that I have never worked under a boss like him. I never call anybody as boss, but I proudly accept him as my boss, my brother, Annaya, with my whole heart. Like, indaka cheppanu kada, ఒక్కటి గుర్తుపెట్టుకో, క్వాలిటీ ఇస్తున్నాము అని అంటే ఒక్కరోజు లేట్ అవుతుందేమో, కానీ ఖచ్చితంగా మన మార్పుని చూపించి గెలుస్తాం. ప్రతిరోజు ఎంకరేజ్ చేస్తారు మమ్మల్ని. whenever we be in his presence, we feel motivated in the few minutes that we touch him in the sense in the zone that we actually spend the time. Such a beautiful personality he is. So now I just would want to conclude my evening words admitting as if we only serve the best quality education in terms of every single thing on campus. And it's time for Jagan sir, the chairman, the beloved chairman of Cornerstone Group of Schools, to be coming forward and delivering his wonderful message of the evening.
Greetings from Cornerstone. My promises, our promises has been succeeding with blessings from Mr. Krishnaredi garu and Dharmapal Reddy garu. And with only their blessings, my passion, my values, adaptability coming through in front of Miryanpura. So I'm bowing my head in front of Krishna Reddy garu and Dharmapal Reddy garu to give this golden opportunity to set my goals and designing, direction, decision making, and truly I said my team is my energy. My team is my energy, and only I can drive through my team only. What I can drive? See, here in terms of education, everybody have a question is that what does mean by education? Education not meant for only reading books, writing some matter or question and answers. Education is quite different from all this. Here in schooling, most of the schools depends on only thing literature. They are literating children to make read and write. That's it. Is it really education? Education is not meant for only reading and writing. Education is transforming information from one generation to another generation in terms of innovation, in terms of, poetry, in terms of your discovery, inventories, everything in terms of a script is known as education. Education is only transforming. We are transforming from one generation to another generation. Basing this, there is an origin. I got an idea that how could I set educational values, education system. Education system I bind basing on subject mastery, personal competencies, conceptual skills, new technologies adapting, and robotology. It is not least genetical engineering. If you stand on these parameters, we can set real education. Is it only education related to subject mastery? No. Is it only related to personal competencies? It is not. It is combination of subject mastery, personal competencies, conceptual skills, new technologies adapting, robotology, and genetics. Together is my innovations from my cornerstone. I said this cornerstone is not only cornerstone related to schooling, it is foundation for life. It is foundation for life. If you want to build a house, there should be foundation. And if you want to build your child career, child destiny, child dedication, only with respect to your foundation, that could be happen with Cornerstone for sure. What I did in my Cornerstone, today it is not only my Cornerstone, it is our Cornerstone with under tagline is Foundation for Life. I come across so many countries and I come across so many businesses also. And only one thing I came to know, the education for 21st century is not only depends on LSRW. And you have been hearing about what is LSRW, you know. Listening, speaking, reading, writing, everyone come across in education sector knows what is LSRW. But I feel it, LSRW only will not set educational values. LSRW with UTCV process is needed. What does mean by UTCV? UTCV meant for U for understanding, T for thinking, C for creativity, V for vocabulary. LSRW will not lead you right education set, but it gives you origin for set. But this UTCV will you make the real educationalist. LSRW UTCV can be driven with my unique system known as STAR process. And my Baba said, I will make star chain, star little chain. Yes, this star is only converging and diverging into our values known as LSRW UTCV system. And I define you what is a star. S for stimulation, T for teach, A for apply, and R for reinforcement. Whatever I teach here, whatever I teach through my teachers, the teachers will be trained by our education coaches. And today you have witnessed with our team, you have gone through our team, and you enjoyed with our team, and you really examined our team. This team, and behind this team, there is a team known as education coaches. They will work for your children for every minute, every second, not only second, yield per second. Yield per second. Every second they work for our children. So what this star system? I said star, and in star the word S is stimulation, T for teach, A for apply, and R for reinforcement. Let me complete first A word. And what my teacher is supposed to aim in class, what she has to application work she has to done in class, what she has to take action part, analysis part, and assessment part is driven by us with our handbook, and my teachers are fulfilled with their weapons, and they will work for our children to set the application part. And the reinforcement, as before saying this reinforcement system is very important. The traditional system has been following since my childhood. Not only my childhood, my grandfather and my grandfather to fourth grandfather. Everybody has been following this traditional system. This traditional system is very important. Out of this traditional system, there is only one skill set is known as reinforcement, which is very much important for child to set his destiny. Child to set his destiny. What is this reinforcement? My teacher, what she teaches. My education coaches, what they used to teach. What they used to train. What they used to delegate. The way they direct. The way they take decision in terms of content. Everything is driven and made in classroom. What the classroom is. Everything in that the most and priority strategy is reinforcement. The reinforcement we can do by using virtual teaching, offline teaching. Togetherly, I mentioned in our brochure known as hybrid system. Hybrid education system. This hybrid education system, when you diverse, this two depends on, one is traditional system, another one is new technology adoptions. These two togetherly, we work in classes and will get results by getting reinforcement. The stimulation You know, I say in sciences, what does mean by stimulation? Jumping back to their reach position again. We check, we inspect, we drive a child levels and we get back them into, this is known as overlapping. Every time, in terms of computer language, I say it is a looping. We do looping every time to child to know their level of education, and we will get back into them and we drive them back to set right path into their life through our foundation for life. So we make our child to set, the stimulation is a strategical teaching to set LSRW and UTCV system. And across my life, I found it, teaching is not only where we teach, we lecture, we demonstrate, we discuss, we do practice to our children, we teach always to children to teach others to understand the real life is. To find what is real life is, to understand the real life is, to set their destiny by their own way. That is known as soul system, self-learning, organizing environment we set for our children. So nothing is impossible in this world when you start, initiate the things. So that is only my vision. My vision is the most successful and admired premium institute of quality education and creativity learning, which means that the most obvious choice for all. And my values are integrity. What I said, I will stand on it. What I assured, I stand on it. Before my assurance, I will rethink, and then I assure. So before assuring, I will rethink, and I said I stimulate my mind, I reinforce my mind again and again, and I assure you, and what I assure you, I stand on it. So I've been saying to my team to set a proper educational sector at Medialuguda with blessings from our Krishna Reddy Garu and Dharmapal Reddy Garu to initiate my idea through my Enoch, Baba, Srikanth and my team. This will possible for sure. And you said, you have experienced my teachers, my team, how much enthusiastically they delivered their deliverables. In the same manner, I will tell you, I'm assuring you, my children will deliver the deliverables in future, for sure. It is my assurance. For that, what you are doing, sir? So we initiated a strategy, a set of non-scholastic activities and scholastic activities, and I will name one is AT is an activity, that is amphitheater. What it does really? Amphitheater is a theater to train children how to overcome stage fear, to train my children LTP program, leadership training program, and it trains how to, good at their mother language, mother tongue, and foreign languages too. So we assure you with my AT known as what? Amphitheater. In amphitheater, we train every child how to overcome stage fear. And every child can speak on stages and can speak in public speaking. We train public speaking, and I am assuring you, my warriors, every warrior means my marketing team, are reached every home and knocked home, and they delivered what we are going to do. But With my children, I will prove what we did. And next year, by next year, 2023, in February or March, there is a walk by my children, every home, to deliver their leadership training program. For sure we do it, and every child could speak in front of everyone with their knowledge, with their skill set, with their personal traits, and with their talent. I am assuring you, and you write down on your notepad, that my children will deliver things, not my teachers. And you saw my teachers, and you experienced my teachers, but I am telling you and I am assuring you, my children will deliver in public with a concept known as educating society. Wow! So, and whatever you have doubts, you can connect with our team, and we always reach you only with respect to giving, transforming information. Only with transforming information. And I'm again and again saying, the parents who are with us, they are my gods. The parents who are with us, they are gods. We deliver what we issue to your children. And really we set their destiny. And the destiny only we can done with their soul approach. That is known as self-learning organizing environment. It is my assurance, and I have been assuring you, if a child who can speak on this podium, who can speak on dais, he would or he should with good content. Without content, he cannot speak on podium. So I am saying once again, my children are my future leaders. My children are my future leaders, and again, my children are future leaders with adaptability nature, with resiliency, with humbleness, with humility nature, with empathy, with measuring their values, with their acceptancy, with their realistic. Every quality we develop in our children with your support under our team, under our surveillance of our team. So please, my dear parents, it is my humble request to transform what is Cornerstone to other parents and to avoid such a destinizing education. Thank you one and all.
That's why you have heard about the schooling system. మీ అందరికీ ఒక సామెత గుర్తుకు రావాలండి. మా బాస్ మాటలు విన్న తర్వాత యదా రాజా తదా ప్రజా, as is the king so are the subjects. जैसा राजा होता है वैसे ही प्रजा होती है. देख लिए है ना, प्रजा को देखे बाप में, टीम को देखे बाप में, टीम को लीड करने वाले मेरे बॉस जगन सर को भी देख लिए. ग्रैंड अप्लॉज टू माय बॉस.
We are almost to the end of the program of the evening, and those who ever have been waiting since minute 1 to the last minute about the end, we sincerely thank each of the parents those who have visited, and it's the time for definitely honoring the elders at every occasion. ఆ సందర్భంగా ఈ యొక్క సాయంకాలం మన మధ్యలో ఉన్నటువంటి మన ముఖ్య అతిథులు కృష్ణారెడ్డి గారిని ముందుగా సహృదయంతో ఆహ్వానిస్తూ వారిని సన్మానించవలసిందిగా చైర్మన్ గారిని విజ్ఞప్తి చేస్తున్నాము. అందరం గట్టిగా చెప్పండి. మ్యూజిక్. Thank you so much, sir. Thanks for your presence. And we invite Dharampal Reddy sir to come forward. మా యొక్క ఆతిథ్యాన్ని కూడా స్వీకరించవలసిందిగా కోరుతున్నాం. అలాగే మన మధ్యలో ఉన్నటువంటి కౌన్సిలర్ గారిని కూడా సత్కరించవలసిందిగా జగన్ గారిని విజ్ఞప్తి చేస్తున్నాము.
Now is the time to felicitate the facilitator of the evening, who is going to facilitate all these and nurture your kids to transform themselves into the young citizens by being the pride of our motherland, India. Now it's a felicitation, a token of love, affection, gratitude from the people of Miryalguda to establish Cornerstone at Miryalguda. We, the team, we the trio, Mr. Anant, Mr. Baba, myself, Mr. Srikanth, we three are called, we call ourselves as trio. We trio definitely thank my boss, Mr. Jagan sir, for having all the faith and trust in us.
We also request Mrs. Aisha is to join the party. Give a big round of applause, dear staff and parents. All the work that you have been witnessing on an office is by Mrs. Aisha. The beloved partner, the better half of Mr. R.S. Baba sir. We welcome you onto the dais, ma. And we also request the honorary couple of the evening, definitely, as sir mentioned in his speech, Mr. R.S. Baba's speech I'm talking about. I request Rafi Garu and Begum Garu to come onto the stage. With a grand round of applause, mother and father of Avish Baba sir. And I also request mother of Mr. Srikanth sir on stage. Auntie Randy, take Randy. Vijay Lakshmi or Randy, please come forward. She was an athlete when she was in schooling, and state level committee player. So is the reason she could make a champion of sports. Mr. Srikanth. Cutting and supporting everybody. We also request Gordon sir to join the party on the dice. We also request Mr. Mark to join the party on the dice. We request Mr. Bhavan. We request Mr. Srikanth. We request Mr. Anwar. We request every frontline warrior to be on the dice on this evening. Anwar. Anwar, where are you? Anwar, where are you? Where are you, Anwar? Nazir, join the team, Nazir. Anwar. Anwar, confess, Anwar, we are waiting for you. Run, Shiva. ఒక్కసారి గట్టిగా అందరికి టీమ్ ఆఫ్ కార్నర్స్టోన్ మిరియాలు కూడా గట్టిగా చెప్పండి వెళ్దాం. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో వెరీ మచ్. ఇలాంటి ప్రోగ్రామ్స్ కృష్ణారెడ్డి సార్ గారు ఆల్రెడీ చెప్పారు. నెవర్ బిఫోర్ ఎవర్ ఆఫ్టర్ ఇన్ మిరియాలు కూడా నిజమైతే ఇంతకు మించి వస్తాయండి. నాట్ బై వర్డ్స్ బట్ బై చిల్డ్రన్. Thank you so much for the good night. రండి పేరెంట్స్ పైకి రండి. ఆల్ పేరెంట్స్ ప్లీజ్ కమ్ ఫర్. అన్న కొంచెం వెనక్కి జరిగితే మన కోసం ఈ మినిట్ దాకా వెయిట్ చేసిన పేరెంట్స్ అందరినీ స్టేజ్ పైకి పిలుద్దాం. స్టేజ్ చాలా స్ట్రాంగ్ గా ఉంది. మనకంటే ఇంకొక 4 రెట్లు ఎక్కినా కూడా స్టేజ్ ఆగుతుంది. వి రిక్వెస్ట్ ఆల్ ద పేరెంట్స్ టు జాయిన్. త్వరగా రావాలి. ఆల్ ద వెరీ పేరెంట్స్, చిన్న పిల్లలు, తల్లిదండ్రులు, everybody on the dice, please for come. Students, before you go to your classroom, you are coming on the dice.
హలో ఆపు